We played them last year. It's a whole different game this year than when we saw them last year. They're going to be both a run, but I think we'll see a lot of passing. Oh, we'll stop for the national anthem.
Welcome back. That was a Star Spangled Banner. We had to take a break there, but we are expecting quite a good game tonight, Rick. We've got, let's talk about our Fuzzy's feature player, Will Dunn, for the Chargers, who is having a great season for the Chargers. Tell me a little bit about him, Rick.
Well, he is he's kind of the most physical player on both sides of the ball, as the coaches said, that he's a game wrecker on defense. He'll stuff the run, but also you'll see he'll get some sacks as well. And as the coaches say, he's really grown up, become a great leader. You know, he's had a complete change in positions. You know, he was quarterback. He started this round. Well, no, was it the semifinals? He started as a freshman.
Yeah, and then
I think so. And then
played a lot his sophomore and junior year as quarterback or backup quarterback.
Yeah, he was the starting quarterback to start the season last year, and then coaches realized he could be better utilized, you know, as a tight end and defensive end. It's hard to have your quarterback playing defensive end as well.
It's such a physical position, and he is bulked up. He is 6'3", 252. He put on a lot of weight, a lot of muscle in the offseason, knowing he was going to play a lot more D-end, and he's done a great job this year for the Chargers.
Yeah, he has. Was named one of the team captains. As you see, the team captains coming out now, and they're just as they have been: Hardy Bowers, Philip Smitherman, Will Dunn, and then the big fella, the one junior, Melvin Swindle.
Yeah, it's a great foursome. All right, so tell me a little bit about the Mercedes-Benz of Oklahoma City keys to the game, Rick. I know Lincoln Christian's offense is very potent, but what are we going to do to try to combat that?
That's right. Well, stop the power and the counter. Those are the first things that they say. They use the run to set up the pass. Very good passers. So that takes us to our second key, which is pressure and contain the quarterback, because he will keep his eyes downfield, and if he has an opening, he'll run it. Even when he's scrambling, he's good at, like I said, keeping his eyes downfield, so we don't want to lose containment of the receivers either. And then bring the physical for 4 quarters. We feel like that we are the more physical team, and if we show that for 4 quarters, we should be in good shape.
Yep, I think you're exactly right. I mean, the coach has talked about it a lot to the team. Stop that run first, make them throw, and then when they're forced to throw, and hopefully third long, second long, that we go after the quarterback, put some pressure on him.
Exactly right.
I know he's got good feet. I mean, the quarterback is a very capable runner, so we're going to have to keep containment, but definitely put pressure on him, and maybe we can force him into some bad throws.
Yep. There's a coin flip. Looks like Lincoln Christian has won the toss. Let's see what they... All right. Lincoln Christian wins the toss, and they're going to defer to the second half.
The Chargers getting the ball first. We'll get that offense to get on there, get some points on the board early, I'm hoping.
Exactly. This is a turf field, as you can tell. It's been rainy today, so it's going to be a little slick.
Where's Colter Gasky to give us a little weather report?
That's true. No weather report tonight from Colton.
We got about 50
Coulter.
degrees.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there it is.
You sent it in.
70%
degrees.
precipitation. I think that's going to go down a little bit. The wind, there's not much at all, but it's about 49 degrees and it's supposed to get a little warmer as the game progresses.
That's
somehow.
right. And that chance of precipitation, from what we understand, has diminished considerably. So that's very good for everybody involved.
Yeah, it should be good. I know they've talked about scouting them, and we've kind of talked about it, kind of keys to the game, what Lincoln Christian likes to do, and we're going to have to try to slow them down a little bit. On defense, they run a base 4-2-5. They do blitz a lot, so we're going to have to make sure we pick up the blitz, and Jackson Job is going to have to be as mobile as he always is back there in the backfield, and we'll have to get our run game going, try to keep him honest. Exactly.
So they, we have some history playing Lincoln Christian. Right now the Chargers lead the all-time series 3-0. We played them in the 2008 semifinals where the Chargers won 27-14. Played them in the state championship in 2015 there in Stillwater, and Chargers ran away with that one 38-14. And then last year we talked about that we played them. It's a different game, but last year Chargers handled them 69-34.
So there's going to be some revenge on the minds of Lincoln Christian. They are a very talented team, and the Chargers got their hands full tonight. All right, so I think what we're going to do real quick is go to commercial, and we'll get this game kicked off.
Welcome to your new addiction.
You're gonna find a whole lot.
When you walk into Fuzzy's Taco Shop, you'll know you're in the right place. With the best Baja-style menu in town, we'll have the whole family addicted. Order up. Nachos, tacos, burritos, it doesn't matter. It's like an explosion of flavor in your mouth. We know you've had a long day, and you deserve a break. So, bring the crew to one of the Fuzzy's Taco Shop locations in Norman, Oklahoma City, or Stillwater. Welcome to your new addiction.
You're gonna find a whole lot to love right now during truck trading time at Joe Cooper Ford. You can trade your keys for the keys to a new truck. Then Joe will beat any other dealer's best deal by $500 guaranteed. Get more for your trade-in?
All right, welcome back to Cushing. We're about to get this game kicked off. Looks like number 17, Keegan Porter, is going to kick off for Lincoln Christian. We have Gavin Freeman deep, and then Colby Lewis and Philip Smitherman are down there also. And that is a strong kick way over Gavin's head. That's not much wind out here, so that's just a strong kicker is what it looks like to me. Keegan Porter putting it way through the end zone.
So Cushing has filled up their side of the stadium. A lot of fans, and the Chargers have brought quite a few. Here's our starting offense for tonight. Jackson Job at QB. Philip Smitherman, Gavin Freeman in the backfield. It's interesting, Philip at tailback.
All right, that's unusual.
Peyton Ernest, Joe Washington, Will Dunn as receivers and tight end. And then the big guys up front, Melvin Swindle, William Jackson, Edwin Lorne, Amari Smith, and Gavin Wilson.
You didn't say big uglies, Rick. That's just standard.
That was going to come, yes.
All right, Jackson Job in the shotgun, and like you said, unusual. Philip Smitherman was starting him off in a different spot, and they give him the ball, but he is tackled in a hurry by Lincoln Christian. I think they were, they know we're going to try to get the ball in Philip's hands. He's such an offensive weapon, but they were ready for that.
That they were. That was,
man, it looked like number 42, A.J. LaRue, was in the backfield and right at the handoff. You have to keep an eye on him.
Yeah, he was playing left defensive tackle or defensive end right now.
That's second and 14 after a loss on the play. This time they hand it off to Phillip. He's trying to break free, but Lincoln Christian all over that too. So he gains a couple, but I think it's going to be third and long.
Yeah, I think so. Still it goes from second to third and 14.
Well, this is not what we wanted right off the bat, but we'll see what Coach Bogert dials up here. Bringing in Colby Lewis off the sideline.
Colby has the speed, so they're going to bring in more speed to get outside and obviously try to get a first down.
Yeah, Lincoln Christian pumped up, and they look like they came to play. So we got them spread out. 4 wide receivers. Take the handoff. Jackson Job looking to throw, able to escape pressure. Quick throw, Joe Washington unable to bring it in. He didn't have enough for the first down, but he was going to be close.
Yeah, he got hit. Got hit right as that ball was arrived. I mean, it was right on the money. Good throw.
I thought Jackson may have taken off there, but I'm not sure he would have gotten all the way to the 30 for the first down.
Tell you what, that was Lincoln Christian showed some speed right there.
You know, Jackson Joe did a good job of get away from the rush. They do like to blitz. All right, so Jackson Job in the punt. Look out. Philip Smith, and the ball goes out of bounds about the 40-yard line. Not a great punt. Lincoln Christian going to get started with great field position right at the, looks like 40-ish yard line.
Yeah, right at the 40.
All right, starting defense come on the field. We have Will Dunn, Melvin, Jaden Williams, Connor Key up front. The linebackers, Hardy Bowers, A.J. Searles, Landon Lahodney. And then out the backfield, we got Jackson Jobe, Colby Lewis, Matthew McClintock, and Philip Smitherman as safety. That defense has been tough all year. I hope they can keep it up as Lincoln Christian starting with a really good field position. Number 8's a quick throw out of the backfield. They put pressure on him, but he does complete it. That's number 7. There's some guys that we need to look out for, and number 7 is definitely one of them, Colby Katzis. Number 7, number 9 is, I know the coaching staff's very concerned about.
Yeah, he had a lot of room out there on the right side. Good play call. Philip Smitherman did a good job coming up and making an open field tackle.
Second 2, they gave him 8 on the completion. And then quarterback Chase Rickey is trying to get them all set up, but I think this game is going exactly the way Lincoln Christian wants so far. Man in motion. This time they fake the jet sweep, looking to throw. Incomplete, excuse me. Number 9, the intended receiver, Connor Johnson, trying to get him involved as well, as those are 2 great offensive weapons for Lincoln Christian.
Right, Peyton Ernest on the coverage there and did a good job. He was right on him. So it brings up a 3rd and 2, and I assume they'll run this play in probably 4-down territory right here.
Well, they're going to want to get on the board. That's 17 in motion. He stops, gets set up. We'll see what Rickey does here.
Oh, that was a good job by our defense not jumping on the hard count.
Looking to set it up, see if they're going to run it for that 2 yards or pass it. Rickey, this time it's a handoff to 15, who gets through and gets much more. Gets down to the 23-yard line after he's tackled. That's Josh Case has a great run, good blocking from Lincoln Christian.
Philip Smitherman filled the gap and made the tackle. That's one thing he can do it. We just don't want him to have to make all the tackles.
When your safety leads the team in tackles, that means it's trouble. You're giving up 10 yards at a time. All right, so that's first down. Ball at about the 20-yard line. Rickey looking to throw. Finds a man. That's number 7 again. Katzis. Nice catch. They're down to about the 12 to 13-yard line.
And another tackle by Philip Smitherman.
I don't want to say it again. He's going to have a great game either way, but I don't want him leading the team in tackles.
He's now past Wes Andrews, great from the class of '86, and as the number 7 tackler in school history.
That was a great class, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 13. Katzis in motion. Rickey hands it off. It's number 15 again. He's got some running room onto the right side. Case is he is finding holes, and they're getting down to, let's see where they mark it. Looks like right about the 8-yard line. So 2nd and 5. And so far, Lincoln Christian doing what they want.
5-yard gain.
All right, time for the defense to stiffen up here.
Katzis on the left. They're running it again. They're blocking us. They're making great holes on their offensive line. Touchdown, Lincoln Christian.
Yeah, they like you said, they are blowing some holes up in the front, you know, but something that I know our coaches will make adjustments, and we'll be able to take care of that pretty soon. Interesting.
So that's the case with a 5-yard run to get it in the end zone. This time they're lining up for the extra point. It looks like they're going back into traditional form. We'll give them 8 yards on that run. But yeah, they so far they have mapped that out perfectly. Stop the Chargers, and then they go score quickly. The kick is up, and it is good.
Looks like they've got a good kicker there, Mark.
Strong leg. He's no Luke Butler, but he's got a strong leg.
That's right. That's right. Looks like their kickers. Yeah, did you already say that? Keegan Porter, I believe.
I did, man. He kicked it off wonderfully, and that was a good extra point right in the middle.
It's a good look at him right there.
So Chargers going to have to get organized as they were unable to get a first down, and then quickly Lincoln Christian marches down the field after good field position at the 40, and they march right on down the field and score in a hurry.
They did, mainly running the ball.
Yep, just one, 2 passes went for substantial yards, but I agree they were just running it, and I'm telling you, they were elite blocking up front as the Chargers don't get pushed around very often on defense.
No, that was one of our keys to the game, is be more physical. So I know they'll have to talk about that.
I believe they will be talking about that on the sidelines. All right, so now the Chargers spreading out as Lincoln Christian spreads out a little bit. Oh, I see number 17 out there.
Yeah, Bryce Carlin, kickoff return team.
All right, so Porter looking to kick it deep again. This one's a little higher. I don't know if Gavin's going to have a chance at it or not. He wants to bring it out, but it goes in the end zone, and he's unable to with the high school rules.
Yeah,
so it'll be a touchback.
Yeah, part of me initially was like, what are you doing? Yeah. But then, yeah, high school rules, once it crosses the goal line, it's a touchback.
So Chargers offense getting at the 20-yard line, tried to get Philip Smitherman involved early from the running back position, but Lincoln Christian defense was not fooled at all, and Chargers got a 3rd and long and just unable to convert. So we're going to need to get the big uglies up front to give Jackson Job a little more time or open up some holes. This time it's a keeper from Job.
Some good positive yards there.
Get about
3 yards.
Yeah, about 2 to 3 yards as he's doing his Jalen Hurts impression.
And he held on to it.
Well, so not exactly like Jalen Hurts. Now that's good running. That's a good positive yards, good blocking by Philip Smitherman, who was running right in front of him. And it's going to bring up 2nd and 7 for the Chargers. There's Gavin Freeman out there, Joe Washington out on this side. Was it Jagger on the other side? I can't tell.
I was trying to see who it was on the far side.
This time it's going to be a quick throw. Oh, it's a double move, and they're throwing it deep. And that's to, that was Peyton Ernest over there. And that's just good defense. And they kind of pinned him to the sidelines, didn't have much of an opportunity to catch it.
Yeah, they had good coverage over there. Peyton has some good speed, so they did a good job staying on him, especially with a double move.
So 3rd and 7 now for the Chargers as they're just trying to get their blood flowing and trying to get into this game.
3rd and 7 for the Chargers. Peyton Ernest in the backfield.
Job looking to throw.
Throw it
to Peyton Ernest. He's trying to get upfield and get the first down. Tackled right about the 33-yard line. That will be enough for a first down for the Chargers to keep those chains moving.
Good run by Peyton. He showed his speed and some toughness there at the end of the run.
Yeah, that's what we need right there. Just a little positive momentum, move the chains, calm down, and get into this game.
All right, new life for the Chargers here.
So Lincoln Christian lining up. And the Chargers hand to Philip Smitherman, who's looking for an opening. He's trying to get to the outside, and he does. He's at the 50. Can they catch him? He makes a nice cut and gets back out. Still in bounds, but goes down right about the 32-yard line. That's a nice run over the left side.
He went out of bounds, Mark. He never went down.
Never goes down.
Yeah, that was a great run by Philip Smitherman. And notice there when they lined up, they put more guys on the outside, so there was quite a gap there between the center and the tackle, over those 3 guys, between the center guard and tackle. And
that was good blocking.
Hall exposed it.
I was reprimanding the Big Uglies early in the first series, but they did a great job there. Because that's a good run by Phillip, but that was a good job of blocking. So it's 1st and 10 now, ball at the 32. This time Jaden Williams running it right up the middle and gets about 6 yards. That's a nice run right at the middle.
Good run by Jaden. We've talked about it every week how strong he is. So
he is. I was impressed. Was it last game or maybe 2 games ago where he showed his quick feet and some good cuts?
Yeah.
I'm used to him running over people, not running around people, but he can do both.
Some up with his helmet.
He got taken off.
Came out, so they handed it to one of the coaches, but looks like he handed it right back to him.
Put it back on. It's 2nd and 5 after the nice run Nobody in the backfield. Will Dunn in motion. This time, Job looking for a hold, trying to run it straight ahead. Gets very close to the marker as it's all being piled up there right at the first down marker.
Right. That's going to be very close.
So tackled by Kelly and a bunch of Bulldogs, but it looks they're not.
I think they're saying third down about a half a yard, if that.
It's very close. 3rd and a half yard. Jaden Williams, just have him lean forward. He can throw some guys out of the way. All right, Job in the shotgun with Jaden Williams back there. See what they do here. It's a quick handoff. Jaden Williams looking for an opening. He cannot get it. He's still on his feet, but he does not have the first down, I don't believe. Oh, he does not, based on where he is.
No, in fact, he lost a half a yard or so. Boy, that's rare to see.
It's hard to bring him down without him gaining some yards. So it's going to be 4th down, and like you said, lost a yard, so it's going to be 4th and 2. And the Chargers' offense is not leaving the field. They're kind of in no man's land where it's a really long field goal, too short to punt, so they're going for it here.
Got Will Dunn in the backfield. Trying to draw him off sides.
Jackson Job, he's looking to run it, but he's got nowhere to go. Still on his feet. Let go, taken down as a loss at the 40-yard line. That's number 9, Connor Johnson, that was able to throw him down after a lot of hits early.
Think about a 15-yard loss there for the Chargers. Big play by Lincoln Christian.
That's a big stop. They put in Will Dunn to see if he could open up a hole in there, and he could not. And Lincoln Christian defense holds.
Yeah, nice drive until we stalled there. I mean, we had 3rd and half a yard. You would think. I mean, Chargers have never had any issues,
right?
Getting a half a yard.
Yeah, that's kind of. I mean, we're at kind of a bad angle, but I think I would have wanted to measure that, see if we had the first down. We were close, but I know they don't. They don't measure very often.
No, they don't.
High school games. I'm sorry to report. Was that Plainview 7? No. We're keeping an eye on the other semifinals in 3A. Right now, we've got. It's a handoff right up the middle, but this time the Chargers defense is there. Was that Will Dunn?
There's our Fuzzies feature player of the game, Will Dunn, showing what he can, the havoc that he wrecks on.
Game record.
That's right.
No, that's a great tackle. He went in there and went low and able to trip him up for no gain.
There's the updated score. Plainview, 7-0 over Verdigris early in the first quarter.
We will definitely be keeping an eye on that, but the Chargers need to take care of business here. It's 2nd and 10 as they are up a little against some adversity early on in this game. Lincoln Christian with the ball. And this time they try to hand it off again. There's a small hole there. They're able to bring him down, but that's going to be a 5-yard gain.
Hardy Bowers.
And Hardy Bowers.
Hardy Bowers slowed him down, and then Robert came in and others to finish it off.
So 3rd and a long 4. After the run, but their running game is, they talked about the physicality. They are very physical, and they're opening some holes for their running back. Josh Case, he looks strong in there. See what Ricky does here. He's looking to throw, trying to get an opening. He gets the first down after scrambling to the right side. Nothing was open, but he was able to run for the first down. That's a nice play by the quarterback, Ricky.
Yeah, it was. We talked about that before the game, that's something to look out for, that he's capable of running. He's always looking downfield, so you can't, if you're one of the DBs, you can't come up to force him, or else you're leaving guys open, deep. So
yeah, I mean, that was a good play. I know he was trying to go to Colby Katzis, is one of his favorite receivers, but he was covered well, so he just kind of kept jogging. Next thing you know, he's got the first down. It was a good play. It's 22. Alex Newell in motion. Ricky looking to throw it deep, and he's wide open. That's number 9 in there that someone has let free. Connor Johnson still on his feet and able to score. That's a touchdown, Lincoln Christian. They're now leading this game 13-0, pending the extra point. Man, that is not going to make defensive coordinator Coach Adams very pleased.
No, there must have been some busted coverage because he was running wide open there.
We know Connor Johnson and Colby Katzis are great players, and we've got to keep an eye on him, but he seemed wide open on that play. All right, so setting up for something unusual, but then they go back to the traditional formation.
They've got good size up front.
They do.
Very good size.
They look a lot deeper. They had a lot more players than what it looked like we had to start this game. But
agreed, because you got the whole kickoff team over here.
The kick is up, and it is good. Man, that is just an impressive play.
That it is.
Christian.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they showed. They can run, they can pass. So, something that we need to, we'll make adjustments, but we just don't need to dig ourselves too big a hole before.
I don't like the way this is going so far, but I know we are good at making adjustments for sure. So it was Connor Johnson with a 50-yard reception
from Ricky. Ricky.
I'm going Ricky.
All right, big.
Well, we got a lot of football to go, but Chargers in unfamiliar territory as they are down 14-0 at this point.
Wonder when the last time the Chargers were down 14. Ryder
Bates should know that. He's the historian of the group. He's nodding. All right, so it looks like it's going to be a traditional kickoff. We need the Chargers to get a good kickoff return here, but the kicker's just been too strong. He launches this thing, Porter. This one's higher and has a chance, but we'll see where Gavin catches it. He's got it, and he's running upfield. Gavin Freeman looking for an opening. He's got one. Still on his feet. Nice cutback at the 25-yard line. He's at the 30, trying to beat the kicker. Able to run past him. Gets right out to midfield. That's exactly what the Chargers needed.
Great run back by Gavin Freeman. Tell you what, we talked about him on the drive out here, that he's really come along this season.
He has. He is a little bit undersized, but, man, he has no fear. He started, frankly, I started watching him doing punt returns in the JV games, and, I mean, no one could touch him. And so they're like, man, we should get the ball in his hands a little more often. So he's playing some wide receiver and definitely kickoff returns, and you see why, as he has a 50-yard kick return.
Colby Lewis late coming on the field.
We'll get him lined up as play clock winding down to 10. Everybody's on the field. Will Dunn in motion. We'll see what we're going to do here. This time it's a quick throw over to Colby Lewis. He's got the catch, and he gets about 6 yards before he's knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, that's a good catch and run by Colby Lewis.
Well, especially if you're getting in there a little late, trying to get settled. Oh, the coach is yelling at me. Oh, the ball's in my hand. That's a great job. That's a good play. It's going to be 2nd and 4 for the Chargers as they're trying to get that offense humming. I mean, it's so far, Rick, I'm a little surprised as I'm not used to seeing our defense give up some points and then our offense end up getting stalled. This time it's a run by Jaden Williams. He gets about 2. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 3.
Yeah, just gave him a yard. It seemed like he got more, but they're marking it right at the 42. Brings up a 3rd and 3 situation.
He's a tough runner, but he's not been able to get going very much so far. All right, 3rd and 3. See what Coach Bogert does here. As you say, when we're past midfield, that usually is 4-down territory for him, especially being down 14-0. But we'll see how this down goes. This time they don't know who's. Yeah, we're not sure if it was going to be a keep or not. Jaden Williams leans forward, but only maybe a yard. It's going to be 4th and about 2 as quarterback and running back weren't sure who was going to end up running with it.
Yeah, they both just kind of stopped, like both wanted it.
Gavin Freeman coming in.
It is 4-down territory for the Chargers.
4th and 3. They're saying not much gain at all.
Jaden Williams still in the backfield.
Another big 4th down play for the Chargers.
As Will Dunn.
We'll see what they do here. Will Dunn at that's Joe Washington with a quick step. That's going to bring up 4th and 8 for the Chargers. We'll see if that changes their decision at all.
Change. Yeah, looks like they're sending in the punt team.
Yeah, that's going to be a little bit of a mental mistake there for the Chargers.
Yeah, I think some of the defense have been moved, and it just kind of caught a couple of our guys' attention. Looks like we had maybe someone on the far side move as well.
So now the punting team out there. Joe punting, but I can tell you a lot of times it's I've seen Gavin Freeman punt also. This is a good punt at the 20. Takes a good Charger bounce. Picked up at the 10-yard line, but there's not many places to go. Phil Smith brings him down at the 6. Great coverage by the Chargers. That was number 23, Cooper Lancaster, that caught it and tried to make a move, but Philip Smitherman would have none of it.
Yeah, Philip Smitherman, great job of not over-pursuing and just broke down, and just like they teach him, break down, make them commit, and then got him down, backed him up. What did he lose, about 7 yards on that return?
Yep. That was a good punt. He got a good bounce. So now Chargers defense in good position. We'll see whether they can hold them there. Starting at the 7-yard line, it's a run over to the right side. There's a flag down as the Chargers would not let the running back get any yards, but we'll see what the flag is.
Holding on Lincoln Christian.
Well, to back them up. We may decline it, though, based on where they are. It's half the distance, and we'll see what they do here. So repeat first down. They are going to mark it off half the distance, so starting at the 3.5.
Nope, now the Coach Bogart's saying no, they want to decline it. Which I think I agree with you. I think that's a wise choice. Why give them another play for only three yards?
Yep, I hear you. So it's going to be, I think, 2nd and 10 if they decline it. Ball still at the 7. Got a friendly moth in here, Rick.
He doesn't want to go outside either. It's cold.
2nd and 10, and we're seeing movement, but referee's not seeing it. This time it's going to be a throw. It's a deep throw to number 7, who's there. He's caught it. That's Colby Katzis, and no one's going to catch him. As Colby Lewis trying to get near him, but he had gotten deeper than the defense, and it's a Lincoln Christian doing whatever they want.
93-yard reception.
That's very impressive. It's a great throw, but you cannot let a guy get deeper than you. That's Katzis, who's got good speed, and he showed it off there. Very
he
nice
really
throw.
did have good speed.
Colby Lewis is very fast. But I think, like you said, that was kind of a breakdown in coverage, I think. He'd gotten deeper than anybody, and next thing you know, he's gone.
I think the Chargers fans team are in a state of shock right now.
As are the announcers. So
is Ryder.
So now we're at 20-0, pinning the extra point, but Lincoln Christian's offense is humming right along. And the Chargers offense is moving the ball down the field, but they keep getting themselves in 4th down, and that is forcing them to turn the ball over on downs. And this time they get a good punt. They got exactly what they wanted as far as pinning him back, but it was too nice to play on offense. Lincoln Christian goes 93 yards in one play.
Yeah, we talked about Katzis at the beginning, that he's one of the players the coach said you got to know where he is and keep an eye on him.
Yep, Connor Johnson, Colby Katzis are both great athletes, and you just saw it right there. Katzis with a great catch and turned on the Jets.
Boy, he sure did.
At this pace, we're never going to get to our sponsors, Rick, because this game is a little bit of a track meet on the Lincoln Christian side. But I'll tell you about Quail Creek Bank. Student checking and savings accounts will be set up for success. Visit them online at quailcreek.bank or stop by and see them at 122nd North May to learn about their free accounts and free money matches for students. Huge thanks to Quail Creek Bank for being a longtime sponsor of Charger Vision.
That's right. Been with us for years.
Okay, let's see if Gavin Freeman can bust one off again and give us good field position. He got us to the 50 last kickoff. We'll see what happens here. It's Porter with a deep kick. I think this one's going to go a lot deeper than we can return it. So no return there. Chargers take over at the 20-yard line, but we need to start getting something going the right direction.
Yeah, this is it. We need something to happen here.
I'm ready for us to get a 93-yard touchdown, but I'll settle for an 80-yard one at this point.
Now we have Philip Smitherman split out. We know we need to get him involved.
We definitely do. It's a quick snap. We've got the quarterback trying to get around the end. He's at the 22, takes a hard hit. That's Jackson Jober. I don't like to put him in peril like that. He takes a big hit and then gains about 3 yards on the run.
Looks like a gain of 4.5.
Yep. They're giving him 4 on it. That was a tough run. He had to get around one guy and then turn on the speed, but he took a big hit at the sidelines to get it.
Looks like that may take us to the end of the first quarter. Not a good quarter for the Chargers as they trail 21-0 to Lincoln Christian.
We'll go to commercial and be right back.
We all want a chance to grow, to use the present to impact the future. Every day this field is a place to play for thousands of our students. And this place, this field, changes everything. This field is more because the future plays here.
Welcome back to Cushing, Oklahoma. I'm Mark Carlin here with Rick Stevenson, and the Chargers faithful in a little bit of a shock here as they are currently behind 21-0. And Chargers not used to be in this position there. We talked about it, Rick, a little bit in the break, that the defense has been strong all year long, a lot of shutouts and very well prepared traditionally, but they're being a little outcoached at this point.
Outplayed, yeah.
So, right now we got second down. It's a handoff. Jaden Williams trying to get to the outside, see what he can get. He gets about two or 3 yards, but it's going to bring up third down again as the Chargers just can't quite get momentum. I'm used to them stringing that for 5 to 8 yards, and they're only getting about 2 yards at a time.
Third down and, well, they say 2. It looks like more like 3.
I agree based on where it's spotted. So 3rd and 3. Colby Lewis coming in, Will Dunn coming out. I got a bad view here. Ball at the 27-yard line. Chargers trying to get a little momentum. Maybe 21? Did they miss the extra point? What's going on?
No, I think it's
Jackson Jobe looking to throw. Nobody's open. Can he get around there? He's looking. Throws it up.
Oh, what a catch.
With a great catch and hangs on to it after he gets hit at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, one-handed catch.
That is a gutsy play. Austin Lovell comes in for the tackle, but Philip Smitham in one hand barely gets another one on it before he gets hit. Very impressive.
Oh, I guess they did.
It is, but I didn't see what happened.
So that is correct, 20-0.
So ball at the 47-yard line after the great catch by Philip Smitham. That's a great throw by Jackson Jobe, who was under pressure, and they did not they had everybody covered. So Philip Smitham breaks deep, and he lofts it right over the defense right at him.
That was a great concentration by Philip whenever they were coming in
Jackson
hard.
Jobe, they're coming in at him. He's got to get rid of it. He throws it deep.
Peyton Ernest.
Peyton Ernest going for it, but couldn't quite bring it in.
He kind of undercut it a little bit, but he had a step on the guy, but still that would have taken a great throw by Jackson Jobe. He showed off his arm. He definitely has the arm to do it.
Well, we've talked about it, but for our audience that doesn't know, he's a great baseball player as well. He had a real strong arm.
That's right. Ranked number 2 right now as juniors in the state of Oklahoma.
2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Chargers just trying to gain momentum. I mean, I feel like it's taken a few great plays to get things going in the right direction. Let's just get back to the base offense, see what we can do. It's a handoff to Jaden Williams.
Good
nice run, still on his feet. Gets about 5 on the carry.
Yeah, it looks like they mark him down on the 49, so can bring up 3rd and 6 for the Chargers.
Was it Jagger Abels thinking about coming in, trying to get the right personnel on? Here he comes, gets the play call, and he's coming in with it.
Colby Lewis coming out.
All right, so Chargers starting to move the ball. It's 3rd and 6, so this is a big down. I'd love to keep the chains moving here. It's a quick throw to the outside. Philip Smitherman has it. He's at the 50. Can he round the corner? He does. He has enough for the first down.
Late flag.
We'll see what the flag is. Zach Harwell is who ended up pushing him out of bounds. He does have the first down pending the flag, but that's probably going to be like a holding or a bad block based on where it is.
Yeah, Lincoln Christian is pointing towards the Chargers. I don't know if there was a late hit. Place is silent, waiting for it. Personal foul.
Chargers, was it after the play or during is the question I have.
Yeah, first down.
So it's still first down, but then they're going to mark us back 15 yards. That's a tough call for the Chargers that just finally gets a little momentum, and then they shoot themselves in the foot with a penalty.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. I just, as soon as...
It was late. I mean, the flag came in late, as we talked about. We were watching the action and not watching midfield, but that's where the flag was, and apparently the personal foul.
I'm thinking maybe, you know, just kind of a hit, someone close to him, and...
Well, just trying to block, but apparently, I mean, even though it was far away from the play, I don't know. So 1st and 10 for the Chargers is the good news. The bad news is they did not. They're back at the 40. It's a quick throw going the other way.
Hardy Bowers.
Hardy Bowers catches it.
Nice
He's still on his feet.
Hardy.
He is a tough man to bring down as he gets down to the 43-yard line. That was first of all, it was a tough throw and a tough catch.
Well, and you don't expect Hardy hadn't. I don't know if he's touched the ball this year other than the fumble recovery or so. So
he's
but that was tough.
Offense.
Tough
he plays
line.
fullback a lot, and we're starting to bring in all the stops. A nice play by Hardy Bowers. So we'll see. That's going to be a first down for the Chargers. Now ball at the 44-yard line.
Well, I think he broke, at least 3 tackles there?
Well, I know he likes to deliver hits on one side. Apparently he can take them on the other. We'll see what the Chargers do here. This time it's a keeper by Joe
nice
trying
fake.
to get to the outside, and number 9 brings him down. That's Connor Johnson, who outweighs him by plenty.
Yeah, I mean, he did a nice job on the fake because he made one guy go the other direction, but it ends up being a half-yard loss for the Chargers.
That's tough. And Joe, I mean, we talked about it. Lincoln Christian, obviously, we're down to 4 really good teams here in the semifinals, and they have a lot of speed because Jackson Job's got a lot of speed, but he can't break free. This time bringing in Peyton Ernest, taking out Jaden Williams, as we're putting in a little bit more of a speed package. We'll see what we do with it on 2nd and 11. Job looking. There it is. Peyton Ernest out of the backfield. He cuts it upfield.
Nice cut.
Nice cut. Still on his feet down to the 31-yard line. That's a beautiful play with a lot of open space, and that's exactly where I want Peyton Ernest.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, he has that speed and showed some elusiveness there as well.
Well, that's just that play is set up so well where he's just, if he cuts it upfield, doesn't seem to be anybody there. That's beautiful. I want to see more of that.
That's right.
1st and 10, ball at the 31.
That's right. Keep more of these drives going.
Well, the Chargers need a little momentum, and this time they're starting to find their rhythm on offense, and I like that. They're kind of mixing it up, and the players are performing. This time it's a quick throw again out there, but falls incomplete. That looks like Gavin Freeman, the intended receiver, but couldn't bring it in.
It looks like the clock's not working on your screen. We're at 7:50 mark of the 2nd quarter.
So 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Chargers mixing it up, throwing and running, and been successful. I think like a lot of times those screens or someone out of the backfield has been successful. See what they do here. This time it's a handoff, trying to get upfield. Philip Smithman trying to run around the defense, drug down
Good
right at the 30-yard line, and there is a flag on it as looks like he took a shot to the head. Philip did. We'll see what the penalty is.
He also had a hold of the face mask. I hope they don't put that on the Chargers. Just a stiff arm.
We'll see what they say. That would surprise me, but not unheard of. Waiting for the call. Personal foul, a horse collar is what they're calling, brought him down. I don't know if I actually saw the horse collar, but he definitely took a shot to the head. So that's beneficial for the Chargers, is going to scoot him up to about the 16-yard line. So it's a tough run by Phillip. I hope he is okay. He's still out there, so he must be doing okay.
He's a tough guy.
He is lined up in the backfield. As I said, they've been moving around a lot tonight. As it's a high snap. Job gets it and just goes straight down as the heat was coming. 31. Eli Shearer was breathing down his neck, but that was a high snap. We're lucky to hold on to the ball there.
Yeah, and I don't remember us having a bad snap this year, so it'll happen every now and then. So Edwin's done a good job at center, so maybe just to get the ball got a little slick possibly.
Yeah, he's done a great job this year. Like you said, I don't believe this has happened this year. So now Chargers a 2nd and 20 after the high snap, and Job smartly just getting on the ball. We retain possession, but
makes it
got a little work to do. Job looking to throw. It's a double move.
Joe Washington
could not get behind the defense as he stopped and kept going, but one-on-one coverage, but couldn't fool the DB.
Brings up 3rd and 20 for the Chargers on the 26.
That's Cooper Lancaster defending on the play, and he did a good job there.
You don't have to get it all in this play, but you'd like to get
third. We like 4th and manageable.
That's right. You'd like to get. The rain's coming down now.
Yeah, it certainly is. You're right. Man, the forecast we saw was it's supposed to get lighter on the rain and not heavier, but it is coming down, making it, like you said, probably slick on the snaps, slick on the throw. It's a quick throw to Joe, who catches it and runs over the guy, gets down to about the 12-yard line. That is very helpful for the Chargers, who it is going to be 4th and about 6 or 7. Yeah. That's a nice catch from Joe Washington, then cut it upfield.
Like I said, with the slick ball, he's not wearing any gloves. Sometimes those gloves, though, there's certain ones that it hinders you when it gets wet. Loses its tackiness.
So they're bringing in some of the big guys for this. It looks like Will Dunn and Jake Williams coming in 4th and 7. I don't know if that's for blocking or for well, that's going to hinder our who do we need to yell at down there? Chargers fans putting an umbrella in our faces. All right, it's going to be a quick throw over there, but too high. Jackson Jobe under all kinds of pressure. Number 42, A.J. LaRue, putting the pressure on him. He has to just throw it up, but way overthrows Jaden Williams out of the backfield. So Chargers turnover on down, still not getting any points, although that was a much better drive. Good play calling and good execution as the Chargers were marching down the field, but no points to show for it.
No, you're right. I mean, that's like the 3rd time we've had a really good drive. If we could capitalize on those, it would be a whole different ball game. We give credit to Lincoln Christian.
I want some points out of these drives.
We all would, Mark.
All right, this time it's a handoff, running right at the middle. Having a hard time bringing him down. Josh Case is having a good year this year, and he's showing why. They're blocking for him, and he's leaning forward and getting the yards.
You know, we talked, you and I talked about, I don't think we mentioned it, we have a couple common opponents this year, both Kingfisher and Stigler, and results were similar. I mean, they put up more points. Our defense held them to less points, but tonight it's kind of reversed.
The Chargers defense has been out there a lot. Well, they got Katzis in motion. This time he reverses his field, but this time Ricky is running to the left side.
And defense.
That's a great job by Landon Lahadny.
Yeah, great job, Landon.
That's going to be a nice, I say nice loss. Good defense, and it will be a loss for Lincoln Christian Bulldogs.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
They are look like they're up and ready to go as they're trying to run some sort of hurry up, see if the Chargers aren't ready for it.
Looks like Davis Duncan is in at the left corner spot now.
Well, they're moving everybody around. Philip Smitherman, so no safety deep back there. Let's see what happens, because the timeout or what? Timeout Chargers. They didn't like what was going on, but that's Rick and I need that to catch our breath and to tell you a little bit about
that's right.
Some of our sponsors. We definitely want to thank Venue Catering for their continued support. They take amazing care of students every day at lunch and serve the state's best gourmet concessions. Go visit Venue Catering.
That's right, and also want to give a big thanks to the 24/7 Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at SSM Health, St. Anthony Healthplex in North Oklahoma City. Walk in or schedule online at ssmhealth.com for sports or orthopedic injuries.
So Rick, Fuzzy's Taco Shop I mean, this is an old addiction for us. But I definitely want to thank them for everything they do for Charger Vision. There's no better game day restaurant. Fresh, fast, and fun. Stop in at Chisholm Creek after the game or visit one of the other locations in Edmond, Bricktown, Norman, Stillwater, and now open in Moore. Fuzzies, welcome to your maybe new addiction, but our old addiction.
That's right. And can't mention Fuzzies without mentioning Texadelphia. Texadelphia Social Grill. Tex-Mex meets Philly cheesesteak, and your taste buds are the winner. Stop by the lower Bricktown location and make every day Texadelphia Day.
All right, so 3rd and 9, big play for the Chargers defense as they're trying to get the ball back if they can. And Lincoln Christian is spread out all the way, and this time it's a quarterback draw, and it looks like he has got it. Ricky's got the first down and more. Taken out of bounds right about the 38-yard line, but we were all spread out, and that's a perfect call when the defense is all spread out.
Yeah, that was a good call, and Ricky's got speed.
Yeah, that's a nice read. I mean, we were all spread out, ready for him to throw it somewhere, and he decides to run it right through us. So nice play call, nice execution from Lincoln Christian there. First and 10, ball at the 38.
Just under 4.5 to go in the second quarter.
Moving everybody around, trying to get us going. No, this time it's a handoff again. Oh, it's Case who's got an opening. Philip Smitherman trying to run him down. He's at the 30, still on his feet. Peyton Ernest throws him out of bounds right about the 25-yard line, but that's a big run from Josh Case. Man, their offense is clicking on all cylinders, Rick.
All right, we got an update from one of our former players and fans that they said the last time Heritage Hall was down this much was 2010 state championship game against Kingfisher, and when Sterling Shepard went wild in the second half.
Well, I'm ready for someone to go wild any time now for the Chargers. So 1st and 10, ball at the 26.
That update was from Jamal James. So Jamal, thank you for that update.
Well, Jamal could have been doing Charger Vision back at that time.
Yeah, he was a former Charger Vision person.
He was. I called a game or two with him back in the day.
All right, we also want to give a special thanks to one of our most exciting sponsors, Heyday Entertainment. It's jam-packed with family fun, bi-level laser tag arena with bridges and ramps, mini golf, ropes course, arcade, and pizza. Visit them in Lower Bricktown, Norman, or in Denison, Texas, and watch the game the Heyday way.
All right, definitely want to thank Mercedes-Benz of Oklahoma City. They're a longtime sponsor of Charger Vision. I definitely want to thank them for their support. Visit them in Edmond or online at mercedes-benzofokc.com. Mercedes-Benz of Oklahoma City, the best or nothing.
Also want to thank Joe Cooper Ford for their support. Visit their Edmond, Yukon, Shawnee, or Tulsa showroom, or check them out online at joecooperford.com to find your new ride. Joe Cooper Ford, home of the $10,000 deal. Who loves you, Oklahoma?
Well, it's got to be Joe Cooper Ford. I wasn't sure if I was going to say who loved you or you were going to say who loved you, but it's definitely Joe Cooper Ford.
Everybody loves Joe Cooper Ford.
All right, so they're marching down the field, 1st and 10. Lincoln Christian, they have up 20-0, and they are looking for more points. The Chargers are looking for a turnover if they can. Ricky, under pressure, decides to take off, but there's not much there as the good defense there from the Chargers. That's going to say it's a coverage sack as he loses about 3 yards. Trying to break free, but there's just nobody open.
I think it was A.J. Searles on maybe Jaden Williams. I saw the 20-something.
Looks like Jaden. So. But that's good coverage as I don't know, they've been running a lot what they want and running it very successfully. And that helmet looks like it's taking some abuse. 2nd 13 after the 3-yard loss. Chargers defense stiffening up. We need it for a couple more downs.
It must have been Jaden because I don't see AJ out there.
All right, so this time Ricky hands it off. It's again to Case, and we have a hard time bringing him down. He's still on his feet and gets down to the 23-yard line. That's a nice run.
Artie Bowers was the first one, I think, to make contact with him.
Had him. Yeah, that's a good defense from the Chargers, but we need to shut them down here and make it. It's 3rd and about. It looks like about 7. We will see what the defense does here, but I want to put some pressure on them and make them make a 4th down play.
Did you notice, Mark, when they got the ball, the rain stopped?
I don't know what you're saying, but the pressure was coming. That
was
ball is
out of
caught,
bounds.
but I
Yeah.
think it was caught out of bounds. No catch. You're exactly right, Rick. It was intended for Connor Johnson, who does make the catch, but unable to bring it in inbounds.
But it looks like they're going to be going for it here.
They are going to be going for it. It looks like the offense is still out there. They're talking about it, but ahead 20-0. I know they're, I hope, getting greedy, and I hope we can shut them down. Ricky's trying to get everybody lined up. Play clock down to 10.
Watch the running back out of the backfield here. They've had some luck with that, or quarterback runs.
Yeah, this time it's going to be thrown. Ricky does throw it on 4th down, and it's way overthrown.
Landon Lahadney with some good coverage there, as did Davis Duncan.
All right, so the Chargers defense holds. That's we've got 2 minutes and 42 seconds now to drive about 78 yards, Rick.
That's right. We need to like to get some points before halftime. You know, to go back to that championship game where Sterling went off. Yeah, he ran a lot of. I think that was running the Wildcat.
Yeah.
A lot that game.
I think you're right. I think whoever our regular quarterback was injured. Is that correct?
I think so.
And so we were kind of scrambling and let's just put it in the best player's hands and see what
got
we can
injured or was injured that game. But I think Sterling, Jamal may be able to tell us, was that his sophomore year?
Go. That looks like a run. I think that was Jaden Williams out of the backfield. Gets about 2, maybe 3. I'm surprised we're not airing out a little bit based on the time and trying to move the ball, but I know you got to keep the defense honest.
Yeah.
2nd down 8.
2nd down and 8 for the Chargers.
Clock running down to 2:15. All right, so Jackson Jobe trying to get everybody lined up. Will Dunn in motion. They do hand it off.
Oh.
Jaden Williams has got it, trying to go forward, trying to push forward, and gets about 3 yards. It's a tough run.
Yeah, good hard run. There was a little crease there. If they did a good job, Lincoln Christian did, of holding on to his leg, or else there was a lot of open space right there.
So we're going to say 3rd and 3, and the clock running a minute 43 now. We'll see what the Chargers do. I think they're seeing if they can get a first down and get something going before they start worrying about the clock. So 3rd and 3. This time it is a quick handoff, but there's not much there. Jaden Williams leaning forward, but I don't think he's going to be close. I think he's going to get about a yard, but that's going to bring on the punting unit for the Chargers.
Yeah, not what the Chargers wanted there.
Well, I think they wanted to be more aggressive, but they didn't want to leave any time for Lincoln Christian, who is having a very good offensive half. Yeah. Oh, timeout Lincoln Christian, who wants a little more time, it looks like.
All right, well, we can thank some more of our sponsors here, Mark.
Let's do it.
All right, I want to give a huge thank you to Fields and Futures for supporting Charger Vision. Check them out at fieldsandfutures.org to find out how they're empowering coaches and kids to be something bigger than themselves. Fields and Futures, one field, one coach, one student at a time. And
they do a great job in Oklahoma City of repairing some of the rundown football fields, and
really
man, it's wonderful work they're doing. Also, Rick, tell me where you got all your Charger bling, all your good Charger stuff.
I get mine at Charger Corner, Mark.
I think that's excellent. You should get it there. Definitely go see them. They are open between 10 and 2 on school days, and all the profits go directly to teachers, classrooms, and programs just like Charger Vision.
Actually, I think they've changed that now. It's 10 to 4 on school days. And
more
it's
time to go shopping.
Located at the upper school, right when you walk in, underneath the stairs.
Cannot miss it. Go shopping. Basketball season is here.
And it's Christmas time. Who doesn't want some Charger gear for a Christmas present?
And so Jackson Jobe got a good punt off before. This time he's looking to throw.
It's a fake.
It's throwing it to Max Bates, who's got it at the 40. Still on his feet at the 50. Holding on to that ball. The ball does come loose, but he gets it at the 35-yard line.
That was just about an announcer's jinx right there.
No, he switched it to the correct hand, but they still got a helmet on it. Chargers with a fake pump, but there's a flag on the play. It seemed to be executed well, but we will see what the flag is. And I've seen that. Max Bates runs that very well, and that time he did a great job.
Lincoln Christian's not coming back, it doesn't look like.
They're looking over to see what personal foul on the Chargers.
Jeez, still
15-yard
fourth
penalty.
down.
That is
that's a killer.
That is a killer. Penalties are killers, Rick. That is unfortunate, as we just got a big momentum boost on a fourth down fake punt to keep things going, but the penalty will negate it, and so we'll be kicking them from even farther back. They march it all the way back to about the 24-yard line. Man, that hurts.
I don't know what it was, but I'm sure they're not going to do it again.
Well, I'm sure they will get chatted. There'll be a chat about that at halftime, as I think Coach Bogert is very frustrated the way this has gone. And we've had a few penalties that we don't want, but we've been outplayed a little bit at this point. It's a low kick at a good bounce. It is taken right there at the 42 and then hit right hard at the 45-yard line. That was number 23, Cooper Lancaster again, returning the punt.
Yeah, 56 seconds left.
Well, I don't want them to nickel and dime us, but I don't want to give up a long play either. So we'll see what Mark Adams, the defensive coordinator, wants his team to do to try to prevent any more points on the board.
Yeah, I think we've got
some clock issues we're working on. I can tell you there's 56 seconds.
Yeah, I think someone's standing in the way of our clock.
There's a flag down as basically no gain on the play. So
like
we'll see what the flag is.
Good job, Amari.
Well, it looks like it's going to be
holding
on the offense. We'll see what Coach Bogert wants to do here. Still first down. They're going to back them up.
Against the Bulldogs. Spots the ball back at the 35-yard line. First down, 20.
Yeah, we got somebody standing.
Why is the clock running is the question.
Well, they ran the ball. So they stopped it for the pin to call the penalty and then started it back up.
All right, 33 seconds as the clock's still running. Well, this time with a flag, it looks like a false start.
Yep.
There is. Lincoln Christian, who has done everything on offense to perfection so far in this half, is now two back-to-back penalties. Coach Ricky may just want to knee it and get out of here at this point, as they don't want to do anything silly before halftime. Leading 20-0. So 27.8 seconds after the penalty. Coach Bogert just wants the clock to go, as I think he wants to get out of here for this half so he can talk to the troops. Yeah, this looks like a potential run if they even, yeah, I guess they have to get a playoff. They do hand it off, and Case jumps over the line and then was taken down by Amari Smith. But that'll wrap up the first half. Your Heritage Hall Chargers 0 and Lincoln Christian Bulldogs 20, as they played a very good first half. We will come back after a commercial and kind of give you the rundown and tell you what else is going on at Heritage Hall.
When you walk into Fuzzy's Taco Shop, you'll know you're in the right place. With the best Baja-style menu in town, we'll have the whole family addicted. Order up. Nachos, tacos, burritos, it doesn't matter. It's like an explosion of flavor in your mouth. We know you've had a long day, and you deserve a break. So, bring the crew to one of the Fuzzy's Taco Shop locations in Norman, Oklahoma City, or Stillwater. Welcome to your new addiction. Eat me.
I got some Skittles. I'm sorry. All right, we're back. We're Mark Carlin and Rick Stevenson here, talking about our candy that we have for halftime entertainment. But we do have, even though Chargers are down 20-0, they showed some life, Mark. They showed some of the things they can do. We sustained some good drives. We just couldn't quite punch it in.
Yep, I mean, we couldn't finish them off. We definitely had some momentum going on a couple of those drives, and got ourselves into a little bit of behind the chains a little bit, and then fourth down could not get it.
Yeah, we had some penalties. We had a high snap on one, so different things that we can, make some corrections and get things taken care of.
Yep. Just to give you a quick rundown, Lincoln Christian stopped us right off the bat, and then they ended up on their first series getting 8-yard run from Josh Case, who's having a very good night running the ball tonight. And that's how it started, 7-0 for Lincoln Christian Bulldogs. And then we had a nice throw from Ricky to Connor Johnson, 50 yards. He caught it at about the 10-yard line, turned around and ran it in. It was a pretty play as he was wide open. I'd say it was a busted coverage from the defense. And then Chargers just couldn't get a whole lot of momentum, and then they punted it and got the ball at the 7-yard line for Lincoln Christian. And they went 93 yards in 2 plays, well, basically one play.
Yeah.
And it was a pretty throw as Katzis got past the defense and was the deepest guy. Beautiful throw right to him, and he runs it the other 40 yards. Yeah.
Right in stride. So it was a great throw. So, but they missed the extra point to the right, I guess, and makes the score, halftime score 20-0. But there were some positives. We have at least four plays we'd like to re-show you. First, we'll start out with a Philip Smitherman run.
They're moving him around, and we'll see what this one is.
Yeah,
over the left side.
That's right. This was with the Chargers down, I think it was 7-0 at the time.
It's Connor Johnson, one of their good receivers, chasing him down. As it's hard to get in front of Philip.
Yeah, I forget if we were down 7 or 14 at that point. But and then our next one, let's see the Gavin Freeman return. This was a good hard run by Gavin.
It was.
Made a nice little juke there.
Yeah.
It didn't show that he caught that at the 1-yard line.
Right. You're seeing the end result as he makes a couple of great moves and gets there behind the special teams and gets tackled right about the 50-yard line.
Yeah, he was excited about it too. It was a great run.
It was. That was a time we needed a little momentum, a little boost.
That's right. Then next one is Philip Smitherman's catch that he made when little overthrow, kind of grabbed it with one hand.
Oh, this was a good scrambling, from Job, and then Philip decides to break free. It's a one-handed catch. I thought he was going to get taken in half right here, but he's able to catch it and hold on to the ball. That's strong hands to keep that.
Great concentration.
Yeah, Austin Lovell coming in and hitting him right in the midsection.
That's right. The next one, we'll just show you Hardy Bowers, his nice catch and run, where he broke a few tackles as well.
Yeah, I mean, Job running the other direction on this one. It was a tough throw, a tough catch, and then, he's got guys bouncing all off him.
I don't know if this is the...
This doesn't look like this is it.
Yeah, it may not be the right one because Hardy wasn't in on that one. So maybe if we can find that one, we'll come back to it. But as of right now, but it was a nice run by Hardy, nice catch, and he caught it in the open field, but then ran through about 3 different guys in order to get the first down.
So, I mean, let's talk a little bit about some of the keys to the game, Rick, because we wanted to stop the run first, and I think Case is having a good job. They're opening some holes for him, and he's having success running the ball.
Yeah.
And so because we can't stop the run, we cannot then get him in 3rd and long and put some pressure on the quarterback.
No, we haven't been able to put much pressure on, but he doesn't stand back there and look for receivers. He's throwing it or he's running.
Yep. I mean, I know on 1 3rd down we talked about 3rd and long. They had everybody spread out, and we were a little concerned about the throw, and they called the quarterback draw, which was an excellent call, and he ended up running for the first down. Yeah, and then our third, what was our last one? That'll be physical for 4 quarters. Second quarter was better.
Yeah, it was 0-0. We did a good job. You know, we made them punt a couple times. We made some drives. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the total yards are fairly similar.
I know, but I don't want to win the moral victory. I want to get more points on the scoreboard, Rick. Now, Lincoln Christian's done a great job of kind of bending and not break. They played tough early, and we weren't getting any rhythm. But once we started moving the ball, they'd let us. I say let us. We'd get down to about the 30 or 25, and then all of a sudden they'd toughen up, and we couldn't get past that. So they give credit to the defense of Lincoln Christian.
That's right. Well, why don't we take another break? We'll come back and talk about the second half.
Sounds good.
Mercedes-Benz of Oklahoma City is introducing the Year of Luxury, featuring the brand new 2020 GLS 450 SUV, offered for the first time with second-row captain's chairs and an infotainment system that listens when you speak. Consider it luxury, fit for the entire family. Uncover where the Year of Luxury will take you and drive a new Mercedes-Benz from Mercedes-Benz of Oklahoma City.
Stop by our showroom and experience the intelligence and style of a Mercedes-Benz.
All right, we're back. Rick Stevenson, Mark Carlin, Holly Carlin.
Yeah, we're bringing in the experts here. Give us some analysis.
Ethan Steelman and Luke Steelman. Well, why don't we talk about some other things going on in the Charger world?
This game is not as positive as we wanted, but let's tell you about some of the positive things that are going on.
Like Ryder Bates coming back.
Well, he's a professional, and we like what he does when he's running the producer outfit. The Charger debate had a successful showing at Edmonds Santa Fe tournament recently. Heritage Hall advanced 2 teams to the final of the 6A varsity policy division, resulting in automatic co-champions for the duo Saif Salim and Sam Ringo. I didn't know he was a debater. That's awesome. Yeah. And the trio of Jasmine Lee, Joyce Hua, and Kirsch Patel. Lee won top speaker at the tournament. All the debaters earned a bid to the regional championships in March. Congratulations to them.
Absolutely. You know, and just to kind of show how people think, oh, Heritage Hall is just a sports school. No, we're very well-rounded, good debaters, but our academic bowl team placed 3rd at regionals recently, which qualifies them for area on January 18th. Talking about Ring, Sam's dad, Robbie, he's the coach, and he's done a great job of building a winning program and an amazingly smart 2019-2020 squad that should do well and find themselves competing for another state title.
Yep, congratulations to them as well. Charger Swimming started this season. Oh, Rick, that's a quick update on the other semifinal game. 28-0 as Plainview is putting it to Verdigris at this point.
That's right, and that showed with 8 minutes to go in the second. I assume they're probably close to halftime as well.
We'll try to get the most recent update, but so far it's been all Plainview, just like this game has been all Lincoln Christian so far. We're at 20-0. But let me tell you about Charger Swimming. They started the season off as a perennial 6A powerhouse Norman North, which is scary. Norman and Deer Creek at the swim complex on the campus of the University of Oklahoma, and picked right up there where they left off. The girls recorded 5 #1 race finishes, and Owen Flynn paced the boys with a 2nd place finish in the 500 freestyle and 1st in the breaststroke. Man, that's very impressive going up against the 6A schools.
Absolutely.
And competing very well. Up next is the Bixby Invitational on December 5th.
All right, that's just next weekend, or towards the end of next week.
That's Holly Carlin's birthday, if anybody out there is paying close attention.
Not the big one, is it?
It is not a big one.
It's closer.
She is 29 again.
And the Charger Wrestlers open the regular season on December 6th at the Putnam City Invitational. They'll have their only home match on Charger Vision on January 16th when the Hera Panthers invade the MAC for senior night. Stay tuned for more updates as the season progresses.
Yeah, good luck with the wrestlers. And then basketball season has started, and I think you're well aware of that, Rick.
Yes, I am. A nice victory over Millwood.
Nice.
For the boys.
Well, let's talk about the girls. They were routed by a tough Millwood team, but the boys pulled off an exciting win in their opener. Trey Alexander scored 33 points to pace the Chargers. Other scorers include Matthew Williams, 9, Kenneth Doughty, 7, Sebastian Perry, 5.
Actually, I think he may have had 10 points. No, the huddle breakdown was wrong. But yeah, Sebastian in his first game is a true freshman, I guess you could say. Yeah, his first shot was
not redshirting this year.
Yeah, he knocked down a 3 on his first shot. That was nothing but net. And made some other plays throughout the day. Hit another 3 later. So I believe Sebastian had 10. He was our second leading scorer.
Well, I don't want to cut him short. So congratulations, Sebastian. Tune in next Tuesday or show up at the MAC when the Ada Cougars come into town. Charger Vision will bring you the game, but we want everybody in the stands supporting the basketball team.
Especially the students. You need to get there, get loud. As Ford's hat says, make the jungle great again.
Let's make the jungle great again. Get in there and support the basketball team and the wrestlers and the swimming and the academic team and the debate team. They need all the support you can get.
And the girls basketball team. They need some support too. So
let's face it, Rick.
They played Millwood is very good. They made it to the state championship last year.
Oh, they're tough, yeah.
And
that's impressive for both either the boys or the girls to play them tough.
Yeah, absolutely. So do you want to become a Charger Vision sponsor? Well, get your business maximum exposure with the Heritage Hall community. For more information, email chargervision@heritagehall.com. We'd love to have you.
Or call Luke Steelman. I should give out his cell number. But he would be more than willing to help you. And we appreciate all our sponsors, and we'd love to have a few more.
That's right. So if you're on social media, follow us at HH Chargers TV for schedule updates, pregame features, crew happenings, and more. Find us on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook. Which one are you on, Mark?
I am savvy enough to be on Facebook, barely, but that's about it.
Me too.
I think we have talked about it a lot. It's 20-0 here, Lincoln Christian. I think they played probably one of their better halves, but I think they're a very talented team. The Chargers played poorly in the first quarter and then settled in and started moving the ball some, but they could not get any points out of the deal, and I know points are what we're looking for.
That's right. That's what we'll be looking for in the second half, Mark.
Well, we've had some good drives. Like I said, we started getting momentum, started finding a rhythm. I think they were good play calls and good execution, but points is what I need, and I need 21 of them at this point.
That would be nice to have. Absolutely. Why don't we take another break, come back, and we'll talk about the second half.
Lower your monthly payment and make no payment for 90 days. Plus, we believe in service after the sale. When you bring your new Joe Cooper Ford in for service, you'll get a courtesy loaner car and a car wash. Who loves you, Oklahoma?
Come see us at Joe Cooper Ford.
When you walk into Fuzzy's Taco Shop, you'll know you're in the right place. With the best Baja-style menu in town, we'll have the whole family addicted.
Order up.
Nachos, tacos, burritos, it doesn't matter. It's like an explosion of flavor in your mouth. We know you've had a long day, and you deserve a break. So, bring the crew to one of the Fuzzy's Taco Shop locations in Norman, Oklahoma City, or Stillwater. Welcome to your new addiction. Eat me.
You're going to find a whole lot to love right now during truck trading time at Joe Cooper Ford. You can trade your keys for the keys to a new truck. Then Joe will beat any other dealer's best deal by $500 guaranteed. Get more for your trade-in, lower your monthly payment, and make no payment for 90 days. Plus, we believe in service after the sale. When you bring your new Joe Cooper Ford in for service, you'll get a courtesy loaner car and a car wash. Who loves you, Oklahoma?
Come see us at Joe Cooper Ford.
Mercedes-Benz of Oklahoma City is introducing the Year of Luxury. Featuring the brand new 2020 GLS 450 SUV, offered for the first time with second-row captain's chairs and an infotainment system that listens when you speak. Consider it luxury, fit for the entire family. Uncover where the Year of Luxury will take you and drive a new Mercedes-Benz from Mercedes-Benz of Oklahoma City.
Stop by our showroom and experience the intelligence and style of a Mercedes-Benz.
Welcome back to Cushing, Oklahoma. We're at the semifinals of the Class 3A championship, and the semifinals are not going the way the Heritage Hall Chargers would like them to. We are down 20-0, and Lincoln Christian is playing very good football.
That's right. There's Riley's megaphone.
Yeah, well, excellent. That's a great shot of that megaphone. I need here to cheer the crowd on, who can then cheer the team on, and they can start playing like the champions that they are.
Exactly.
No, I mean, the Chargers are not playing poorly. They have, like you said, we talked about it a few minutes ago. I bet yards are very close to the same, but Lincoln Christian has been able to pay it off with the points, and the Chargers keep getting stymied when they get in the red zone.
I mean, Lincoln Christian probably does have a little because they had one long drive, then the 93-yard play, so it may be they may have some more yards, but it's not. Second quarter, we closed the gap, most definitely.
Yeah, the first quarter we got a little dominated, and it was, it was, like I said, Lincoln Christian just performed very well. There's no disrespect. The Chargers, I'm not used to teams basically outmaneuvering them because our defense has been strong all year.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of shutouts to show for it, and I know Lincoln Christian's a very good team. This is just not what the Charger fans and the Charger team are used to. So
not at all.
I think Coach Bogert's going to chat with them a little bit about what we can do differently in the second half.
Yeah, I think we're going to come out with some fire. Defense did stiffen up in that second quarter, so I'm sure they've already made some adjustments. They'll make more, and then on the offensive side, they're going to say cut out, and we had 2 personal fouls.
Right.
That's a killer.
One of them on a very tough call on our fourth down fake punt. Right before halftime. Fourth down, as Lincoln Christian had stopped us, and we call a great fake punt. As Mac Bates catches it, gets down and in the Lincoln Christian territory, and we were on the move with about a minute and a half to go, and instead it's called back after a penalty, and then we did have to punt it, and basically the half was over. But that gave us a little momentum, and I think we would have gotten some points out of it, or I would like to believe we would have.
Yeah, because what was that down to, about the 40?
Yeah, 35-40 is where he was tackled. It was really great execution. Nice throw and catch. I've seen that play before, and Max Bates runs it very well. As he's out there blocking, he does a good job, but he leaks out into the flat, and nobody's there.
Yeah. So hopefully we have some more up our sleeve. I mean, at this point, there's no holding back, Mark.
It's time to pull out all the stops.
Yes, it is.
I hear you loud and clear, sir. But, I mean, I don't want to panic. If they can score 20 points in a quarter, then I'm sure we can score 21 and a half. But
that's right.
The defense is going to have to start slowing them down. I mean,
it's not as bad as 28-3, and we've seen teams come back from that.
You're exactly right, sir. But what I want to tell you is the guys we were concerned about, Katzis and Connor Johnson, the receivers, and Chase Rickey at quarterback, and then Josh Case running the ball from the tailback position, they have had great halves.
Yeah.
I mean, we're trying to key on them, and they're still doing what they do. So we're going to have to pay a little more attention to them and try to shut them down.
You're exactly right. I mean, our coaches knew to watch out for those guys for a reason. I mean, they're good.
Yeah,
they're fast. They're hard runners.
Well, I mean, all 4 of them have a touchdown. 2 of them were throws from Rickey to one to Connor Johnson and one to Cassis, the 93-yarder. And then Case has been running right through it. Most of his runs are straight at us, and I mean, he gets 5 to 8 yards. It seems like every time, and then he got an 8-yard touchdown included in there as well. So he's having a very good night. The Lincoln Christian just be very happy, and I hope complacent, because they are doing a lot of what they want. It's been very successful. Chargers on the flip side did not have much success early, and then started finding the rhythm on offense, but could not get enough points, or any points for that matter, in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, we've been shut out in the second halves before because we've had some of our, our
Second
reserves in.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we've been shut out in the first half in quite a while.
Well, it's very unusual. Like I said, I think the fans, the players, and the announcers are a little shocked at the score.
Yeah.
I expect it to be a tough game, and I think it will be a tough second half, but I expect it to be more like, 14, I don't know, 14 to 20 or something like that in the first half, not 20 to 0. So,
well, and like we saw the Plainview Verdigris game, we'll try to get an update on that, but last we saw it was 28-0.
So we'll try to update you on that, as that's probably around halftime, if not getting past half at this point. And we're about to get started on here. We've got about 2 minutes to go before this second half kicks off. But what do you think Coach Bogert's going to be planning for the second half, Rick?
You know, it's a good question. I mean, there wasn't anything, like you said, nothing we did poorly. We just couldn't execute. We got to hold our blocks. I mean, a couple of those 3rd and 1s. That one where we had 3rd and a half a yard, and we ended up turning it over on downs.
Right. Lost a yard and then lost about 5 or 6 yards
15,
on a sack. Yeah.
15, I think it was. Yeah, so obviously we can't have that.
We cannot have that, sir. You've got to be able to get a half a yard. And we have the guys up front to do it, and we've got the running backs to do it. Just like you said, got to execute when you get down there. I mean, I think we know we're going for it on 4th down, so we know we got 2 downs to do it, but let's do it the first time around.
That's right. Now the Bulldogs do get the ball to start the second half. They deferred.
Right.
And so I assume, since there's no wind out here or anything, that they're going to take the ball, start the second half. But so this is where, make a statement. You get a stand here, and from there, to see how the game progresses, but you just can't let them go down and score a touchdown here.
You cannot. I mean, we've got Phillips, Smithman, Connor Keith, and Hardy Bowers as leading tacklers on the career stats, and they're only getting stronger. And Will Dunn has got 18 sacks. We need those guys to start showing up and making plays. I mean, they do a great job for the Chargers, have done a great job all year long, and we need them all to step up and start making some plays on defense.
Right. They are making plays. We need just them to make more plays.
Well, I mean, we have not had what I would say a lot of statement like sacks or losses, tackles for losses. Those guys do a great job, and I'm trying to compliment them because they're where they are on the career list.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm also saying it's time for them to finish their careers off well. Let's do it in this game, and then let's go to the championship.
Absolutely.
So Luke Butler, who we have not called his name very much.
See Connor Carey in the crowd tonight.
Very nice.
Good to see Connor. Air Force Falcon.
Why don't we suit him up? He had a great senior year for the Chargers.
We got some adult cheerleaders in the crowd tonight.
Well, they're trying to get everybody pumped up, and I like it. All right, so Luke Butler kicking off. It's a short kick as we want to not have the ball in certain guys' hands. He's tackled right about the 28-yard line.
River Faulkner
in there with the tackle. That's Luke Talley is the one who ended up catching it, but I can tell you we're trying to avoid any more of Cassis and Connor Johnson that we can.
I believe that was River, number 7.
I think that's right, sir. All right, so Ricky getting those guys lined up as Lincoln Christian will start on offense, as we talked about. Ball at the 28.
Billy Ross also here in the crowd tonight.
Man, they've got Cassis in all kinds of motion, but they hand it off. Case just gets nowhere. That's the Charger defense I'm looking for. That's going to be a loss of a yard or two.
A.J. Searles, nice stick right there in the gap.
There's Will Dunn in there, Hardy Bowers. There's a lot of guys got in there. That's more of a defensive line play that I want to see.
That's what we're used to seeing, absolutely.
So they're saying no gain on the play. I thought it was a loss of a yard. So 2nd and 10. As we'll see what Chargers defense can do here. This time it's going to be a quick throw out there.
Jackson
Job trying to tackle him does, but get about 6 yards, it looks like, on the throw and catch.
Yeah, I think closer than that, maybe about 8. Let's see where they marked him out. No, right in between us, I think. 7.
We'll split the difference this time. But no, that's a pretty play and a quick play. But it's a good tackle to not let him get past the first down marker. So it's going to be 3rd and 2. They say long 2. Oh, Chargers jumping off sides, just giving it to them. They're trying to be aggressive. All right, it is halftime. Plainview 35-0 in the other semifinal. So Plainview having their way with it. So the Chargers give them the first down here. That's kind of disappointing as they jump off sides, but they were bringing the heat, and they were going to go chat with Ricky in the backfield.
Yeah, those are things that Chargers can't afford to do at this point in the game. So back to first down for the Bulldogs.
First and 10 ball at the 42. I don't like that. That was going to be a tough 2 yards for them to get based on the way our defense is getting pumped up, but we gave it to them. Cassis in motion. This time the fumble ball is on the ground, but looks like Ricky falls on it, but that's going to be a loss of a couple yards as he was trying to hand it off to Case, and there's a little miscommunication.
Yeah, Hardy Bowers was there, but just a hair too late. All right, so it makes it 2nd and 13, so a loss of 3 for the Bulldogs.
All right, Chargers defense, let's go. Crowd's getting excited over here, trying to get their Chargers pumped up. Cassis in motion. This time it's a jet sweep. Can he get around the corner? There's nowhere to go.
Hardy Bowers with the big hit.
He shut that down. There was a little bit of a crease, and Cassis tried to get in there, and Hardy shut it.
Hardy does not want this to be his last game, and he's showing that out there.
That's a great tackle. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 14. 3rd and 15, they say.
Yeah, loss of 2 there.
Man, I was worried Cassis was going to squeeze through there and get to the outside, but Hardy from the linebacker position did not let that happen.
No.
So 3rd and 15. Ricky looking to throw. Looking to throw.
Some pressure. There we go.
There's
Looks
a flag.
like they may have a holding, too.
Well done, getting excited. This team's getting fired up, and I like it. That's going to be a stop. We'll see. Yep, holding. We will decline
on the Bulldogs.
that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Great job. Will done, our Fuzzies feature player of the game.
There he is. That's a good view of him right there. You don't want to mess with that. So 4th down, Gavin Freeman getting the opportunity to return punts. We saw what he could do on a kickoff. We'll see what they can do on the punt return. He's at about the 35-yard line waiting for it, and I hope they give him a chance to run it.
Oh,
it's a high snap, but kicker able to get it. A low kick. Peyton Ernest, get out of the way. And the ball dies right about the 35, 34-yard line. As that high snap, I was hoping that we would.
Yeah, let's look at that Hardy Bowers tackle again on Charger revision.
Yeah, so Cassis with the jet sweep. Well, there's the end of it.
Just at the end, but we'll see the magic Ryder can do to get it back.
I'm expecting a little more from Ryder. I don't mind telling you. All right,
he does a great job.
He does,
but we do expect more.
I like to give him a hard time.
That's right.
All right, so the Chargers taking over on offense. Let's see if their offense plays as inspired as their defense just did. That's a good stop and hopefully setting the tone for the second half.
A couple seniors, Matthew McClintock.
All right, so can he get around the end? And he does. He's at the 40. Philip Smith is
nice
still on his feet
move.
with a spin move, and he gets past midfield.
Oh, late flags again.
What is that on in midfield? What does that have to do with the play? I don't know what they're watching. I mean, that's going to be a killer. Every positive play, it seems like there's a flag. We'll see what the call is. It's an 18-yard run from Philip Smitherman, but they're walking back like it's against the Chargers. There's another flag over there.
Jeez.
I mean, I wish they'd call out the numbers so we could discuss that. I think Coach Bogart's having a word with one of the umpires to tell you what he thinks of it.
Yeah. And like you said earlier, we get a first down, but when we're 15 yards, more than 15 yards behind where it happened or before the end of the play, because they do it from where it happened.
It's not even close to where the action is, so I don't know what we are doing that is so egregious, but apparently it's something. This time we're going to try it again. It's a fumble, though. The Chargers fumble it, and it looks
Still
like Lincoln Christian has it, and they do. That turnovers are costly, but that penalty is what is a killer. So Lincoln Christian takes over at the 30-yard line. I mean, it's just two bad plays in a row. We make a positive play, but then it's a called back from penalty, and then a fumbled handoff, and Lincoln Christian taking over.
Yeah, these are things the Chargers haven't done this year. This is uncharacteristic of them.
Well, but they had the momentum. They had the stop there. We were going to come out. We just had a nice run by Phillip. We had momentum going our way. And then a penalty and a fumble, and all of a sudden our backs are against the wall. Case trying to get somewhere, but he's going nowhere. That's a good job by Connor Keith in
Connor
there.
Keith coming around the left end and all the way to the right side and making the tackle.
So let's see if the defense can stay inspired. I mean, they did their job, and then now the offense put them in a little bit of a bind. Hopefully they can hold them. I don't like it, Rick. I get cranky when we make mistakes.
All right, let's see what they do here.
All right, Ricky hands it off.
Still going over there left side.
Yeah, there's nothing there, though, so far this second half. So maybe a yard. It's going to bring up 3rd and long.
Looks like it's not really very misty outside. So
just enough to be annoying.
Could knock them.
So 3rd and 10, they say. Let's find out what the Chargers defense can do here. They're coming. Connor Keith's coming. It's a quick throw. Oh, that's good defense. Who is that? Peyton Ernest over there. He had coverage, and I don't know if he tipped it, but he was definitely going to bat it down. Nowhere to go. It's 4th down. We'll see what Lincoln Christian does here. It's 4th and 10. Based on the field position, I'm not sure what the coach is going to want to do.
I mean, yeah, you could try a field goal. We've seen that he's a good kicker, but
he's got a strong leg. It's going a little into the wind. There's just not much of a wind out there, but he would be going into it. It'd be about a 47-yarder.
Yeah, it's picked up since this game started.
All right, we got the man in motion. Ricky gets the snap, looking for that guy in motion. He throws it deep, and it's once again, that's Castus. Gets in the end zone deeper than the DBs. That is a killer.
Yeah, turnovers.
I don't know. Landon Lahodney and Philip Smith were in the area. I don't know which one was the primary on it.
I think it was Davis and Philip.
Was it 19?
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, doesn't matter whose it was. Someone need to take him, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's just as we've seen now twice, that's just a guy you can't let loose. And that's a great find by Ricky, the quarterback, on 4th down. But that is just you can't let a guy break containment like that on 4th down.
No.
Kick is up, and it is good. It's going to be 27-0 as Heritage Hall was trying to gain momentum, and then a fumble brought the offense back on, and they got a short field from the about the 35-yard line, and then was that about a 30-yard catch?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a good throw. We'll give Ricky some credit for a nice throw.
But finding him, too. I think he, like you said, it was 22 on the wheel route. Alex Newell, I think, was where he was trying to go, but he was covered. Ricky bought a little time, and he let his star receiver get deeper than the defense.
That's where, we talked about pressure. We could bring some pressure because, like you said, his first 2 receivers on the left side were covered.
Well, that's I mean, the Chargers sideline has just gone from wild to very quiet based on the penalty and the fumble is what caused both of those. And so that's frustrating that they were all fired up, ready to play the second half. They got their halftime speech, and they were ready to go do it. And the problem is we couldn't hold on to the ball. All right, so kickoff return team out there. Looks like Gavin Freeman deep. This time it's kind of a pooch kick. Fair catch, well done by the Chargers. Get the ball at the 35-yard line. I didn't see who it was. Is that McClintock?
McClintock, yep.
Yeah, Matthew McClintock with a good decision, just to fair catch it, not do anything crazy. And Chargers take over at the 35.
All right, let's see if the Chargers can go do something now. They need to, down 27-0.
I'd love a couple of quick strikes, but I also know anything positive. I want to get some momentum. I want to get some yards and eventually some points on this deal. 27-0. It's a quick throw to Job to Philip Smitherman, who can't hold on to it. He jumps in the air, and the ball is a little high, and couldn't bring it down, but I'm not sure how far he was going with that if he caught it. But I'd like to see the ball in his hands. And I'd like to see what he can do.
Absolutely. It is wet out there. It's still misty out. So, he went up to try to catch it with his body because, the slick ball, it's hard to catch just with your hands. But.
So 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Jackson Job trying to get everybody lined up. This time they do hand it off to Jaden Williams, but nothing there.
Yeah, didn't fool the Bulldogs.
I mean, I think it's smart to try to mix it up as they're probably starting to expect pass on, 80% of the plays, but they weren't fooled, like you said, and 0 gain. 27-0, Lincoln Christian Bulldogs leading in this semifinals, and then last I saw 35-0, Plainview was leading in the other. So they're on a collision course, but I'm hoping Heritage Hall can do something about it. This time looking for Gavin Freeman on the wheel route. Is he open? This time they lob it up to, who was that? Was that Phillip or Joe? Yeah. I didn't see.
Phillip, he had enough for the first down, just couldn't hold on to it.
Yeah, Jackson Job kind of lobbed it up there as things broke down, but Phillip unable to bring it in. That's going to be 4th down, and the Chargers are going to have to go ahead and punt it away, it looks like. But this is where they you think they do the same play, the old fake punt, same one, Rick? What are you looking for here? Same spot of the field.
Yeah.
At this point, I think you're probably right, but you never know. It is a low punt. See if it gets a Charger bounce. It does. Bouncing out of bounds right about the 24-yard line.
All right, let's go make a stand. If we can get a turnover, that'd be even better.
Man, our defense is getting tired. They've been out there a lot. I mean, it's early in the 3rd quarter, but the offense has only had a couple plays, and the defense has had the rest. All right, defense, I need to get them inspired. I need another big play. Hardy Bowers, tackle for a loss, something. Will Dunn with a sack. Give me something. It's time to hand it off to Case, who hits a ton of Chargers and does not go anywhere. That's good defense right there.
Yeah, right up the middle. Nothing to gain. Well, he may have got one.
Was that Melvin? Who was in there first?
I couldn't tell in the pile.
I think it may have been Melvin, but there's not much there. That's good defense. I like that. They're saying he got 1.5 yards, so 2nd and a long 8. Ricky in the shotgun case back there with him. Trying to keep an eye on those good wide receivers. Play clock down to 5 as they're trying to get everybody set. They're running out of time. Ricky does get the snap. It's a handoff. But hit
Hardy
hard.
Bowers.
Yeah, I saw Hardy in there. Someone taking him low and Hardy taking him high. But that's good defense again. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and long. See if the Chargers can hold them.
Big play for the Chargers right here. Make sure you don't jump. That's what they did last time about this same area. Did a hard count.
Give them an automatic 1st down. They wouldn't get that. 3rd and 7 now, but, I don't want to give them any free yards at all. I need that Chargers defense to get pumped up. It's time for a big stop. Let's do it. Ricky back, getting everybody lined up. He's letting the clock go down every time. And they're running it, seeing if they can just
Robert Imbro, nice stop there.
It's a good tackle by the defense, not letting Case get free so far this half.
Yeah, Robert Imbro there, well done. Grabs him down low, so good stand by the Chargers here. Now let's see if Gavin can work some magic on the return.
Well, let's give him a chance. I mean, I think they're trying to line him up as there's been some low kicks, trying to just directionally kick it away from him. But I think the Chargers are trying to be a little aggressive, see if they can catch it in the air. This time it's a good snap. It's a returnable kick. Gavin Freeman gets it. He's at the 50 and going. He is at the 40. Taken out of bounds right about the 37-yard line.
All right,
that's a good return.
Here we go. let's make something happen out of this. Best starting field position I believe we've had all game.
I think you're exactly right. I feel like we have had poor starting field position most of the game. We're able to get about 40 or 50 yards, but can't get it in the end zone. This time if we start at 37, we'll see what we can do. All right, Chargers, let's do this. There's Phillip wide out. That's going to be a good matchup to keep your eye on. That's Katzis and Phillip Smith.
Yeah. Two good players.
Job not even looking his direction at the moment. It's a high throw over to Colby Lewis for a kind of a short screen, but a little bit too high as he's rolling to the right, trying to throw back to the left. It's a little dangerous when it goes over his head.
You have to hope that they're all biting on it. That could turn ugly quickly. 2nd
and 10. Colby Lewis unable to bring that in as the throw was over his head.
Peyton Ernest in the backfield.
Yeah, I like it when they sneak him out of the backfield and throw it to him. We'll see what happens here. This time it's a quick throw over to Joe Washington. Nice catch, but then hit hard. Cased among others in there to hit him. He gets about 5 yards, I think. We'll see where they spot it.
Yeah. That's right, those quick pops. I mean, keep doing it. It'll work.
That's a nice catch. Well, yeah, I want to get first downs now. Then we can talk about touchdowns. We just need to get a little momentum and get things going. 3rd and 5. This would be a good time for a first down, Rick.
Yes, it would. Or a touchdown.
Katzis. Yeah, well, all right, I like it. But I'd rather get a first down and kind of go from there. Keep building from there. Jaden Williams with the keeper. He's got it. Oh, I don't know. He does have an effort. On the second effort, gets down to the 25-yard line.
That's right. Good hard run by Jaden Williams.
It was, man. I saw him get hit about the 30. I didn't think he was going to make it. But he, second effort, he gets in there. That is what we needed. Now I'm ready to just go ahead and throw it to Phillip Smithman in the end zone. What do you think of that play?
I'd like it. I'd take it.
So looks like they're mixing up. They're putting Peyton Ernest and Phillip Smithman. They're kind of mixing them up. Who's in the split out wide and who's in the backfield. I think they're just trying to get away from Katzis. This time they do hand it to Phillip. He's looking for an opening. Gets hit hard, still on his feet. Gets to about the 23-yard line, still on his feet, just starting to take some punishment. Man, I love the second effort, but I don't like the extra hits.
Yeah. Well, they know they have to gang tackle him to get him down.
All right, Jaden Williams coming in. And they're going to give him about 3 or 4 yards. They're going to say 2nd and short 7. Joe Washington split out wide with Gavin Freeman on one side. Got Jagger Abels and Phillip Smithman on the other. And then Jaden Williams. This time they're looking to throw. Gavin Freeman in the middle. Hit hard up high. That's good defense by number 1, Zach Harwell. Kind of got there right when the ball did. As Freeman brave to go up there and get that. When the ball was a little high and the defender was coming.
Well, he's shown that he's not afraid of anything. So just the ball was a little too high for him to grab.
So it brings 3rd and 7. They need the Chargers to convert here. Like I said, just kind of keep things going the right direction. Peyton Ernest trying to find out where he needs to be. He's back in the backfield, lining up behind.
This may be a good time for a swing pass to him.
It is. It looks like they're going to do just that. And he cannot bring it in. Throw is a little bit high, but I've seen Peyton Ernest catch those before. Man, that was a good call. I think he was going to be very close before he took his first hit.
At least would have gained some positive yards to make it a
fourth and
more manageable 4th down.
You're exactly right. So we got 4th and 7. The Chargers offense still out there based on we're at the 23-yard line. We're in a spot where you can't really do anything different. Let's just go for it and pick it up. So Will Dunn in the backfield to help with the blocking, but got wide receivers bunched up on the right side. We'll see where they all scatter and who's open. They're looking to throw it. Jackson Jobe can't find one. Will Dunn does that. A nice block in there, and he just throws it away. That's 4th down. You got to throw it up there.
Yeah, I think he tried. He was running backwards, and
it's hard to get a lot on it when you're running
exactly
like that.
So once again, we're close to the red zone. Get turned away.
Yeah, we had a short field that got the great field position and just stymied out at the 23. No penalties this time, just couldn't quite keep the drive alive.
Yeah.
Rick, pretty soon I'm going to get nervous for running out of time. All right, 27-0, Lincoln Christian is playing very well. This time they're just getting more conservative with Case, and they're just handing it off the whole time. I feel like they're trying to milk a whole quarter in the fourth quarter and what's left of the third quarter. Yeah. But they're up by 27. They might be able to do it based on how we can't get any points on the board, and they're just milking the clock as best they can. If you're just joining us, we had the first quarter was a quick 20 points by Lincoln Christian. The second quarter, a lot more competitive, 0-0 for the quarter. And then at halftime, the Chargers with a costly fumbles, which gave them a short field. Here we got a penalty on the
Must
on the play.
Must be movement on the Bulldogs. Yep. Yeah, then the turnover after we made a nice stop and had something going, got the big penalty. The third personal foul, and then
well, we came out with a lot of energy. The defense did their job, and then it was a bad penalty against the Chargers. Backed them up, and then the next play was a fumble, and we need to have a positive play happen so we can get a little energy back on the sidelines and the guys that's playing. Hardy Bauer's the only linebacker in there looking like he's spying the quarterback, and there's nobody there. Hardy gets blocked, and that's a nice run by Ricky. Good decision to go the other direction. He's taken down about the 29-yard line. I mean, that's just a smart football to spread us all out, and Hardy's the only one there. I mean, there's only one linebacker there he's got to contend with. If he takes a different gap, there's not a lot in his way. So it's going to be 3rd and 5 after the Ricky run. He's having a good game.
Yeah, he is. He's a good player.
Yeah, he's milking the clock. They are going to have to get this off. Maybe one of the last plays of the third quarter. And he's tackled, but still moving the pile. It's going to be close.
Yeah,
we'll see where they spot it.
Yeah. It's a nice hard run.
Man, that is a tough run. They are going to say that's a first down. As it's a good second effort, as I thought the Chargers defense had stopped him.
Hardy Bauer is getting a breather. Robert Ambrose filling his spot at the middle linebacker position.
Ball at the 34-yard line. Ricky smartly just letting the play clock get down lower and lower.
I see Hardy has a bloody hand. That's why he's
Case with another run, just kind of bludgeoning us about 3 or 4 yards at a time. That should be the last play of the third quarter. Running play from Case. It's going to bring up, they're going to say 2nd and 6 when we get back. But I'm Mark Carlin with Rick Stevenson. We're going to go to commercial and be back with the fourth quarter.
We all want a chance to grow, to use the present to impact the future. Every day, this field is a place to play for thousands of our students. And this place, this field, changes everything. This field is more because the future plays here.
Welcome back to Cushing. We're at the semifinal game. Your Heritage Hall Chargers against Lincoln Christian Bulldogs. And so far, the Chargers down 27-0. This time it's a run by Case, who's having some tough sledding here in the second half, but they're still trying to keep getting 3 to 4 to 5 yards at a time if they can, and try to get this game over with a lead. But Chargers trying not to let that happen. It's now 3rd and 3. I'm looking at Rick Stevenson for some help, but he's busy eating his Skittles. He's got he's getting a little fed up with this game, as we're all getting a little frustrated. Oh, no, Chargers don't jump though. We're not offsides, although trying to get.
We have a big gap there.
Trying to get
in front of the ball. So
in there, 5 seconds left on the play clock. Ricky does get it off. This time it's cased again. He's just punishing us. It's a nice run. Gets down to the 50. That's going to be a first down as they open up a big hole on the right side.
Yeah, Phillip saved a touchdown there. He almost got out of that tackle by Phillip, which
would have been trouble.
Hard to do, yeah.
Yeah, Case is he obviously is a tough kid. He's taking a lot of punishment, as we know they're going to run it, and they have been running it right up the middle, and he gets nothing, or he gets about 3 or 4, and but he's taking a lot of hits tonight. Ricky, once again, in no hurry, is they're smartly letting as much time as they can go off the clock and just get their run game going. But and again, Case, and this time another tackle. This time it's a flag. Woo. But Case, they're just they're going to their bread and butter, and it's effective.
Looks like a holding on Lincoln Christian. Comes at a good time for the Chargers.
It does, as he'd gone over the right side. And there was definitely a hole there, but this will back them up.
Yeah, we're blitzing, and they're doing a good job of catching the blitz and opening a hole, so there's no linebackers there. But, it's a gamble.
Well, at this point, you're going to – I agree with everything you're saying, but at this point, we're going to try to make something happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
We can't wait to see what happens. That's what I
mean, too. If they pick the right hole, good for them. If we pick the right hole, then great.
1st and 16 after the penalty. But I think we're going to see a lot the same. We're going to see a lot of Josh Case just running it right at us. He is having a very good night, as is the whole offense for Lincoln Christian. This time Will Dunn submarines him and takes out the legs. That's a nice tackle in the backfield by Will Dunn.
That really was. Will's playing a solid game today.
Well, he is our Fuzzies feature player of the game.
Yes, he is.
He's had to play a lot of fullback tonight as well, as either opening up some holes for the running backs or protecting the quarterback. So he's playing a lot tonight.
A.J. Searles coming in for Amari Smith.
2nd and 17. Play clock running down again, but like I said, Ricky smartly letting it run down.
Yeah.
But looks like there's some confusion. He's down to 2. He does get the snap. This time it's over the right side. Just trying to mix it up a little bit. That's enough to get it to the original line of scrimmage, but it's going to be 3rd and about 9.
I think Connor Keith and Hardy Bowers teamed up on that tackle. Well, it's a good look at Hardy there.
Man, he has had a great career as a player for the Chargers.
Yeah, he's a warrior.
Man, I did see that segment on senior night with Paul Jackson and Brock Bowers breaking down the seniors that they had coached since about 3rd grade, and as well as the other seniors on the team for the Chargers.
Those guys have won numerous championships together.
All right, Case
Here's
again.
Jaden Williams.
Jaden Williams brings him down for no gain.
Jaden's looks like a little. Looks like maybe a hand or something.
Yeah, he looks like his forearm, a little gimpy getting up. But he's tough. It's going to bring up 4th down. Gavin Freeman going deep, as we assume they will punt it. But it looks like they're going to get set up and maybe call a timeout after making a decision. But they've got 20 seconds on the play clock.
Got Baker Burns in the game. This is his parents' hometown here in Cushing.
Yeah, Brandon Burns. Kind of a slow snap. Landon Lahodney almost in there. Gavin Freeman, does he call fair catch? No, he does not. And he's trying to find an opening, reverses field, gets a good block from Matthew McClintock, comes back to the right. He's going to hit from behind, and he does not. Gavin Freeman still on his feet, trying to get up there, trying to break through, gets down to the 45-yard line.
Another great
on a tough
return.
Run. Wow. He broke both my ankles after he had switched directions multiple times.
Yeah, that was another great return. Wondering what he was doing a couple times, but I mean,
I thought, I see he's going to the opening. Oh, no, he's cutting back. He's going back to this opening.
Great vision.
Yeah, he's keeping him guessing. But we need that. Chargers need a spark. Let's just pay it off with some points and try to get a little momentum. They got the ball at the 43-yard line.
Is that Max Bates wearing 52 now?
He's mixing it up. This time we try to run it, but Colby Lewis cannot break away. That's going to be a 2-yard loss, maybe a 3-yard loss. Yeah, that's number 31, Eli Shearer, who's had a pretty good night in the backfield for the Bulldogs. Charger vision. Let's watch Gavin Freeman. He's got, see, that's a hard man to, Colby Katz is a hard man to get around. This time he cuts it off to the left. Philip Smitherman catches the screen pass, but taken down immediately as, the Bulldogs. You're watching the replay of a great run back from Gavin Freeman. I'll try to keep you updated on live action where Philip Smitherman with the screenplay, but it loses another couple yards. Now it's 3rd and 16 as the Chargers struggling to go forward against this Bulldog defense.
Tried to screen pass to Philip, and they just did a good job on defense and just blew it up. But
they need to start going forward, Rick.
We're trying to get Philip the ball. They've scouted Philip well because they are all over.
He's such a great athlete. Philip's going vertical, and we're going to throw it and see who gets it. Philip trying to get up there.
Almost makes a spectacular catch.
Austin Lavelle on the defense, the safety position, able to bat it down. But Philip had a chance at it. It's just a slippery ball tonight, as we've talked about.
Yeah. Katz has done well on both sides of the ball. You can tell he's a good sport, too. He keeps seeing little pats on the back and talking to some guys. Maybe he's talking smack. I don't know, but it looks like it's more good sportsmanship.
It appears like friendly fire.
Yeah.
4th and 16. Davis Duncan and Jagger Abels.
We have one guy covering 2 here.
Oh, Jackson Job, is he able to get away? Throw it. He does throw it high. 2 guys going after it. Gavin Freeman catches it and taken down at the 25-yard line. He and Joe Washington both going for it. Man, I think that is a brilliant play by the quarterback who on 4th down has got to put that ball up in the air and
I
see
wish
what
they
happens.
would have seen it, though. You had Davis Duncan and Jagger Abels over here on our sideline. They had one defender trying to cover both of them. And so that was opportunity for a big play, but Jackson was under pressure and nothing he could do.
Yeah, he was very wisely got away from that pressure. That was a tough play from the quarterback. And then he lobs it over towards the opposite side where he's got 2 guys over there. Gavin Freeman calls Joe Washington off, slash and goes and gets it at the high point. Makes a great catch, and the ball goes, they get it down to about the 25-yard line. As, the Chargers need some sort of spark as we're down to 6 minutes and 2 seconds left.
See, that's number 78. Caden Kelly, he's
walking off.
5'10", 210-pound junior.
He got a little roughed up on the play, but luckily he's walking off the field.
Yeah, so looks like he's all right. You hate to see anyone get injured at this point in the season.
So Chargers on the move as they are in hurry-up mode.
Yeah, 6 minutes to go in the game.
Will Dunn getting set up as the referees are waiting to try to let Chargers play, but we want to be ready. They started the clock, and Joe back looking to throw. Finally throws it out of his break. Joe Washington looks like he slows down, unable to catch the ball. It's been that kind of night for the Chargers.
Yeah. That opportunity. 2nd down and 10 from the 25.
5 minutes 52 left.
Jackson comes over to talk to Coach Bogert. He gives him specific direction.
I can't see a thing, so I'm glad you can see. All right, so Chargers on the move, but trying to make up 27 points in a hurry. We'll see if we can get something positive out of here. This time it's a wheel route, throwing in
There, nice.
Catch
Jagger
by
Abels.
Jagger Abels. Caught it right about the split. Is he 3-yard line?
Yeah, looks like they're marking it at the 3.
Pretty
Good
throw
job.
and catch from Jagger.
That was a pretty throw, or a throw from Jackson.
Jagger Abels, 6'0", 150. A little undersized, but, man, he's been playing great all year for the Chargers. He plays JV. He plays any position that you want him to play. He's been center before, on the line, doesn't matter, but he's a wide receiver by trade. Jackson Joe, nice pump fake. Is he going to throw it? He throws it in the end zone. Not caught. Very close. Was that Jagger again?
Yeah.
I think he had a chance. He was trying to see if he could keep a foot in bounds and make the catch, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, that would have been a tough catch.
Same deal. Every time I think maybe he's going to run it and see what he can get, and I don't know if he would have made it all the way in. He ends up cutting loose with that ball.
Someone needs to fix Jagger's.
Got a shoulder pad out. So 5:38 left, but Chargers knocking on the door.
Maybe.
2nd and 3, they say.
There's the
Peyton Ernest, but that better not be a lateral. Yeah. They'll see what they call.
They called incomplete.
Well, smartly, Max Bates jumps on the ball because I wasn't sure either if that was.
Yeah, he has space whenever he runs that play.
That was a tough throw as Peyton Ernest was trying to figure out which direction to catch it from.
Okay, 3rd down. We need to try to drive this in. You know, they blitzed from the outside last time. If they try that again, I'd say maybe run Jackson quarterback draw, something up the middle.
I like what you're saying, Rick. We'll see what they do. They've got Will Dunn in there, who is an excellent blocker for him. This time it's exactly what their call is. Rick Stevenson, you heard it here first. Is he in?
He's in. Touchdown Chargers.
Heritage Hall. 3-yard run with Jackson Jobe running it right up the middle. Will Dunn doing a great job of blocking for him.
Yeah, Will Dunn. He'll clear the way for you, no doubt.
I want him as my lead blocker. I don't want him telling you. Man, so Chargers get some much-needed points. We'll see if Luke Butler can punch this through. The ball is up, and I can't tell. No good.
No good.
Ball a little bit to the left. That's Luke Butler does not miss many of them this year, I can tell you. But that's, like I said, it's kind of the way the Chargers' night has gone. It's now 27-6, and we're going to thank our sponsors as this game is winding away in a hurry.
Yes, it has been a quick second half.
Quail Creek Bank, thank you so much. They go to Quail Creek Bank and find out about their student checking and savings accounts. They'll set you up for success. Visit them online at quailcreek.bank or stop by and see them at 122nd and North May in Oklahoma City and learn about their free accounts and free money matches for students. Huge thank you to Quail Creek Bank for being a longtime sponsor of Charger Vision.
I would also like to thank Venue Catering for their continued support. They take amazing care of our students every day at lunch and serve the state's best gourmet concessions.
All right, so Chargers lining up for some type of onside kick here as they need the ball and they need more points. Fuzzy's Taco Shop, no better game day restaurant, fresh, fast, and fun. Stop in at Chisholm Creek after the game or visit one of their other locations, Edmond, Bricktown, Norman, Stillwater, now open in Moore. Fuzzy's, welcome to our old addiction. All right, so we'll see what Luke Butler can do here.
Oh, there we go. We got it.
Chargers got it at the 50-yard line. That was done to perfection.
Gavin Freeman with the recovery.
Oh, boy.
That was perfect. Never took one of those high hops.
It bounced low, and they Lincoln Christian trying to corral it but could not do it, and it bounces off the receiving team, and the Chargers get in there. I didn't see who recovered it, but there was about two or three. Oh, Gavin Freeman, nicely done, a special teams expert. All right, Chargers in a big hurry with 5:25 left, trying to make up 21 points. Let's do this. What Will Dunn in the backfield. This time it's a quick overthrow over to Phillip, but there's just no room for him to go anywhere on the short side of the field.
They're just king on Phillip wherever he goes. Kind of like playing a – oh, there's another late flag.
Is that Max Bates and number 16? That's Damon Level getting kind of tangled up. We'll see what the call is. All right, I'll let you watch that, Rick, and I'll tell you, Tex Adelphi Social Grill, a presenting sponsor of Charge Division since 2013. Tex-Mex meets Philly cheesesteak, and your taste buds are the winner. Stop by in Lower Bricktown location and make every day a Tex Adelphi day.
Also want to thank one of our most exciting sponsors, Heyday Entertainment. Jam-packed with family fun. Bi-level laser tag arena with bridges, ramps, mini golf. Oh, there we go, personal foul.
Against the Chargers, I mean, how many do we have tonight?
4.
Well, I know they're frustrated at this point of the game, but that is not helping our cause. And I think we have shot ourselves in our foot too many times. Coach Bogert disagrees with the call, but I can tell you it is getting frustrating.
And I can understand the ones that may be behind the play, but that was in front of the play.
Well,
He's just making blocks downfield.
Well, but I mean, it's just we're getting. That was not even a positive play, but it's happened on a few very positive plays that we've gotten on, and it's been way away from the action. So I don't know what, and like I said, I'm busy watching the action, so I haven't seen what the penalties are for.
Right.
But it is frustrating, I can tell you that, as the Chargers don't need to be going backwards. It's a quick throw this time to Joe Washington, who cannot bring it in. It's a pass is a little high, but it's just getting harder and harder to catch the wet ball, even though the rain looks like it's stopped, but it's been on. It's been going off and on all night.
Yeah. And it's cold. It's a hard-thrown ball, but still, you got to catch those when they go right through your hands.
I mean, he had a little bit of room to run in between defenders if he could make the catch, but it was going to be, like you said, it was coming in hot. All right, so Chargers here, 3rd and 27. Need to get something positive just to try to get the ball moving in the right direction. This time it's a quick throw to
Matthew
McClintock.
Oh!
Almost able to bring it in. Does hit his head on the turf as he dives for it. He seems to be okay. But the ball was up there, and he had a chance to make a play. It was going to be a difficult one, but he had a chance.
I'll tell you, I'm impressed with Lincoln Christian's DBs. I mean, they have not – our guys have not been open.
Yeah, I mean, they've got – well, it's 2 of the guys that we were scared of on offense. It's Katzis and Connor Johnson are doing a great job. They've also got Austin Lavelle out there, safety number 1, Zach Harwell. They are doing a great job, as you mentioned. So 4th down and 27. There's a lot riding on this. Only rushing 4 guys. Jackson Job trying to find an opening just so we can launch this thing.
Good block by Will Dunn.
At the 30-yard line, he launches it up for Matthew McClintock, but it looks like it may be picked off and is picked off. That's number 23, Cooper Lancaster, that catches it. Probably should have batted it down, but he goes in the stat sheet.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, if you can get an interception in state semifinals.
And that ball looked like it slipped out of Job's hands, as I know he can throw it harder and longer than that. He saw one guy open, but, I mean, he's running up against about 2 or 3 safeties is who he's fighting to get that. Matthew McClintock, intended receiver, but the Bulldogs taking over at the 44-yard line with 4 minutes and 31 seconds left.
Yeah, it's going to take a miracle now, Mark.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Well, there's still time on the clock.
All right, so after they run this to Case, because I can see this coming a mile away.
Yeah.
So can the Chargers. He gets about 1 yard. I definitely want to thank Mercedes-Benz of Oklahoma City for their continued support. Go to their Edmond location or online at mercedes-benzofokc.com. Mercedes-Benz of OKC, Rick, it's the best or
nothing.
There we have it.
Also want to thank Joe Cooper Ford for being sponsor once again this year. Visit their Edmond, Yukon, Shawnee, or Tulsa showroom or check them out online at joecooperford.com to find your new ride. Joe Cooper Ford, home of the $10,000 deal. And who loves you, Oklahoma?
It's Joe Cooper Ford. All right, Fields and Futures, I want to thank them for everything they're doing around the Oklahoma City area. Check them out at fieldsandfutures.org to find out how they're empowering coaches and kids and repairing fields all over Oklahoma City. They do a great job. Be something bigger than themselves. Fields and Futures, one field, one coach, and a student at a time. So I believe we're at 3rd down.
You know, Mark, I think as the time winds down on this, you know, there's 11 seniors on this team that I think we'll give some recognition to here. You know, how many state championships? 2 or 3? What have they won?
Well, the back-to-back, so they've got 2 in a row. I know that.
Yeah, I guess it was. Yeah, because Will Dunn's freshman year is when he started.
I got it right in front of you, sir. 1998, 2008, 2010. Then we got 14, 15 in a row. we took off 16, but we had injuries in 4A, and then 17, 18 back-to-back. So we've got 4 out of the last 5 years, which is very impressive.
Yeah, 4 district titles, 2 state championships. The other 2 years made it to the semifinals. So, I mean, quite a career for, Matthew McClintock. He took off a couple of years, but so did Baker Burns. The Hardy Bowers, Will Dunn, they've been stable in there.
Philip Smitherman has been awesome for this team for many years.
Jagger Abels, Connor Keith has been a stud in there. William Jackson, 2-year starter.
Yep.
Max Bates, done a lot this year. Will Shepard. And Edwin Lawrence done a good job taking over the center duties this year.
Yep.
So
Case has nowhere to go there. 3rd and 7, and the Chargers smother him as the Chargers just getting frustrated. 3 minutes and 31 seconds left, and there's just not much they can do about it. Down 21 points at this point.
The Chargers take another timeout. But, yeah, just to recognize these seniors, they're going to be missed immensely.
Yeah, I hope we didn't miss any of them.
I think we got
Will Shepard.
Yeah, mention him.
Oh, sorry. I missed that. I'm just glancing at our sheet. Okay, look at you. You're already Johnny on the spot, Rick. That's why we bring you in for the big games,
right,
sir.
Yeah, so, and a lot of juniors coming up, or juniors who'll be seniors next year who play a key role. So we're not going to dip down. These coaches, they find guys to fill in, but Phillip's going to be a tough one.
He is a playmaker. He's a great athlete. He is going to do great things at Harvard in the future.
That's right. Hardy Bowers, Connor Keith have been mainstays for over 2 years as linebackers. Excuse me. Will Dunn, of course, our Fuzzies feature player of the game. So
we'll go to the Charger Corner Store, and it is Black Friday. Maybe they'll be open. You can get some Charger gear.
Oh, there's flag. Looks like. Well, it's not a delay. Illegal substitution, looks like.
Not sure.
He's counting
4, Chargers.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh, my gosh. What is the deal?
No, maybe we have 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
They never
8, 9.
snapped it.
Yeah, we have 12.
Well, but if they don't snap it.
No, don't go. Don't send someone else in.
Hey, let's send in 4 more guys. I hope some of them come off. Okay, somebody needs to count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, there's 11.
Well, they're going for it now that they've got 4th and 2 after the penalty. And, looks like it is going to be a quick kick. Gavin Freeman trying to get back there. It's a great kick. Go in the end zone. Ball. Go ball. And it does go in the end zone.
That was a good kick.
That's a great kick. Man, Chase Rickey is a jack of all trades because that was a great punt. So Chargers take over at the 20. We got 3:23 left, but the problem is they are down by 21 points. Lincoln Christian had an amazing first quarter and then was able to get another score in the third quarter. Or was that the fourth quarter? When did they score, Rick? Check the numbers.
We scored in the fourth. They scored in the third.
Got it. And then they've basically dominated the game. I think they have. That's Gavin Freeman makes a good move, still on his feet, get hit hard, but taken out the 28-yard line with an 8-yard gain. But they have scouted us well, and they've taken Philip Smitherman a little bit out of the offense for us, and he's an integral part of what we do. And their defense has been very tough tonight.
Yeah. So is their offense.
Their offense started out like gangbusters. There's Matthew McClintock running long, and Gavin Freeman cut off short. Looks like the pass is right in between them, so falls incomplete. 2 minutes, 57 seconds as the Chargers trying to get a little momentum. Would like to see if they could put a scare into Lincoln Christian, but the time is not on our side.
It's not what the Rolling Stone says.
It was on their side. It is not on our side. Cheerleaders in the crowd trying to do something. Gavin Freeman keeps running the short routes and taking the hits, but he also got the first down. So well done on third down there by the Chargers. Got able to get out of bounds, too, and stop the clock.
2:52 to go.
Well, I'm not used to.
I know.
Do we still have a player of the game? If we
sure, we
all right.
can do that. We'll talk about it.
Well,
I have a couple in mind.
Oh, it's a throw intended for Jagger Abels, but falls incomplete as he couldn't bring it in at about the 47-yard line.
No, stop the clock.
Let's go through this,
Max Bates has changed to number 52, playing the right tackle position. Just trying to think. Oh, I guess he's in there.
He plays some tight end, some, yeah.
Yeah,
Looks
he's
like
in there
he
for
is
Gavin
right tackle,
Wilson, I believe. I hope Gavin's not injured.
Job looking to throw here. Throws it.
Oh,
that's hit hard. That the pass is intended for 28 Colby Lewis. It's intercepted. Number 3 running it down. I don't think he can get any smartly. Just slides at the 10-yard line. That's good sportsmanship and also not one to get hit. But Austin Lovell, or Lavelle, I don't know which one, but that's a nice play by him as, the defense is teeing off. They know we got to pass it, and we got to pass it deep. Colby Lewis, the intended receiver, takes a shot by the DB, and the safety doing what he's supposed to do, just playing a little center field and picks it off. 2 minutes, 31 seconds.
Yeah, we'll see if they take a knee or try to score again.
They had revenge on their mind, and I think it tastes sweet. We'll see what they decide to do here. I'm sure it's going to be they're going to hand it off to Case or take a knee, one of the two.
I think they may be taking a knee. Well,
they got man in motion.
It looks like almost like a double wing position.
Yeah, I think they're just going to keep handing it off, and if Case can get in, they'll
You just
do it.
don't want to get anyone injured at this point of the game when you're going to the state championship.
You do not.
So.
Well, and I mean, Case has taken a lot of punishment tonight. He has had a great game, but he's also taken a lot of hits. Why would you want him to take more is the question I have for you, sir.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to get it down. I think if they can get it under 2 minutes, I think they should just kneel it 3 times. Why would you not? Well, let's talk about this player of the game.
I mean, it could be a number of them. I mean, I think Hardy Bowers played a solid game. Will Dunn played a solid game. Gavin Freeman has played a solid game. Say we give it to
let's talk about this.
Oh, run a little reverse.
And he's in. Case in for the touchdown. Just a little salt in the wounds for the Chargers.
Yeah.
Case with a 11-yard run. As we got tired of him punishing it up the middle, and they throw something at us we were ready for. And I mean, like I said, we're ready to go home at this point. But that's a nice play for Lincoln Christian. I think the Chargers are just mentally checked out of this game as they're disappointed that the season has ended like this, but they had a great season this year.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean,
11-0 record. We'll be 11-1 after we wrap this up, but that is very strong.
I mean, we haven't tasted this since Millwood last year, first game of the season.
Extra point. He just throws it up there. Oh, my gosh, that was almost caught as just a prayer by the kicker, which smartly throws it up there to see what can happen. But
yeah.
So 33-6 is what we are right now. We got 1:39 left.
Oh, I was thinking the offense was going in, but that's kickoff return.
Yeah, kickoff return is in there, and they've been. I'm sorry to say the kickoff return has been very busy tonight. These Lincoln Christians had to kick it off a lot. Hardy Bowers, great career. It's a good look at him on the sidelines. And I may have to go with Gavin Freeman, although he was our player when we did our last game.
I think we should go with the senior. He was. He's been playing well. He's won it, I think, 2 of the last 3 or 4 weeks.
Well, he's been our only offense. Yeah, from a special teams position, he has been our best offense. I agree. Yeah. But who do you want to give it to, sir? Let's. I know our defense.
We can. I mean, you hate to say give it to someone on offense when we've only scored 6 points, and defense when we've given up 33. But
puts us in a bind.
Yeah, but I mean, I do. Like I said, Hardy made some nice tackles, made that nice run. Will Dunn's played well, but I'll give my vote to Hardy.
I could be fine with that, sir. I mean, it's like you said, this has not been the Chargers' best night. Hardy did have a good. He had one good play when he got his hands on the ball on offense.
Yeah, and he
Where
did, and then he made
finish,
a number of tackles. So
where does he finish on career tackles? I wonder. 308.
Yeah, 308 coming in tonight.
I don't know
so he needed 17 to pass Tommy Showalter, which I don't think he had.
I don't
17
think he had 17
tonight, but he had quite a few, and he had that one huge lick, which thought was a momentum turner.
It would have been if we could have stayed with it. There's River in there with the run, River Faulkner. As we got 1:30 left. And Chargers just kind of, I think, putting in some seniors, putting in some guys that don't see as much playing time, but it's that time of the game, I'm sorry to report.
Yeah, down to 1:10.
2nd and 8, ball in the 22. They're handing it off again to River, who's I think going to be a good player. He's a tough runner, as you can see right there.
Just a freshman.
He's going to be close to a first down, maybe a yard short, but he is a tough player. Is his brother Rain still playing baseball?
Yeah, he's a good baseball player.
He's a senior this year. And then, they are giving him the first down, it looks like. I'm surprised by that. I thought maybe he was about a half-yard short. But at this point, 1st and 10, 55 seconds left. Let's see if we can get see what's going on the other score, but it looked like Plainview had it well in hand. It's a handoff again to River. Trying to get every yard he can.
Yeah, if you decide to run another play, we don't have to. We'll see what the coaches decide. But congratulations to Lincoln Christian.
They played very well all season. They played very well tonight as they seem to have a great scheme against the Chargers defense, and then also I think they played great on defense themselves. So give them all the credit in the world. It's 33-6, and that's where we're going to end up.
Yeah, it's tough for the boys. I say they're spoiled, but at the same time they're good.
They're
great
success,
coaching. Yeah, exactly. So and you just hate it the end of 1 week shorter than what was anticipated, we had hoped for, but they ran into a good Lincoln Christian team, Mark.
Yep, they definitely did. All right, let's go. It's 33-6. Lincoln Christian moving on, and the Chargers season is over. We'll go to commercial, and Rick Stevenson and I will come back with a wrap-up.
Mercedes-Benz of Oklahoma City is introducing the Year of Luxury, featuring the brand new 2020 GLS 450 SUV, offered for the first time with second-row captain's chairs and an infotainment system that listens when you speak. Consider it luxury, fit for the entire family. Uncover where the Year of Luxury will take you and drive a new Mercedes-Benz from Mercedes-Benz of Oklahoma City.
Stop by our showroom and experience the intelligence and style of a Mercedes-Benz.
Welcome back to Cushing. This wraps it up as the semifinals are over, and Lincoln Christian wins 33-6. They played outstanding tonight, and I would say Heritage Hall on the flip side just couldn't quite get their rhythm. What do you think, Rick?
Yeah, I agree. We fell in a hole quickly and couldn't make it up. But there's our player of the game, Hardy Bowers. I mean, he's one, and all these seniors have poured their hearts out. But Hardy will give him, he played great tonight, but, for his career, he came into tonight with 308 career tackles, which was number 12 in school history. And so I don't know if he passed the guys in front of him, but just an outstanding career. Hard hard-nosed player, Mark.
Yeah, very on offense or defense. Plays a little fullback on the offense. Today he had the ball in his hands, had a nice screen pass that he took for about 15 yards.
You could see that that scar under his right eye. He took I assume it was a cleat to the face in our one game against Davis that got rained out right on the last play
before the
rain. Yeah,
lightning.
And he had they had to give him stitches at halftime. So.
Well, let me give you the quick rundown, even though I don't really like to do it when we lose a game. But we started out with an 8-yard run from Josh Case, who had a great night tonight. That was 7-0 Lincoln Christian. Then a 50-yard strike to Connor Johnson from Ricky, and that made it 14-0. Then a 93-yard TD catch. Katz's beautiful throw and catch as Katz's got deeper than the DB, and that made it 20-0 in the first quarter. Then the Chargers fighting back. It was 0-0 in the second quarter. As we kind of calmed down and got our wits about us, so to speak. And then at halftime, we started off really well. The defense did what it needed to stop Lincoln Christian offense. And we had the ball. We had a momentum with a good play. And then a penalty brought it back, and we fumble it. Next thing you know, Lincoln Christian scores. We're down 27-0. And that was a 30-yard touchdown catch to Katzis, who got deeper than the defense again. And then the Chargers finally late got it going, got a 3-yard touchdown run from Jackson Jobe at 27-6, and then it was kind of garbage time, and Case ran it in with about a minute and a half left as the final score for Lincoln Christian Bulldogs, and that's how we got to 33-6. As they just played really well. I think they coached it well, and the players executed. I don't know what else to say. They just they dominated the game.
Yeah, they did, and. Unfortunately for the Chargers, there's no makeup time. That's it. But great season, great career for these seniors, and we'll be back. I'm saying the Chargers will be back.
Oh, right. I was like, what? Are we leaving now? Okay, well, but I do want to wrap it up. Mark Carlin here with Rick Stevenson. Great job, Rick. It's been fun doing games with you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you for our 3 fans out.